Warm greetings from the high 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans on this Wednesday hump day. Thanks for joining me. Um, I've got a hot topic for you guys, and I'm going to jump right into the video. I hope you all are well. I was just curious about this topic. I'm bringing you this topic. Why do gay men wear women's clothing? Because as you all know, I've been on the date side a little while, on and off 2 years, and I had a very odd, peculiar person message me this week. It was a guy, I'm assuming a man, uh, dressed as a female. It was a lighter skinned black male with blonde hair, long blonde wig. And I read the profile, which was, I was just baffled when I was reading the profile. And what struck me so disgusting was the fact that he put on the profile, they call me Big D, you know what I'm talking about, Keisha. And his location was Atlanta, Georgia. So the first thing I thought of was, well, we can't be surprised about the location now, can we? Not that there aren't other men dressing up as women, bisexual, transgender, whichever title you want to use, living in other parts of the country and the world. But it just struck me odd that he would put that on his under his username. You know, that you give a description about yourself. And she said, want to emulate women. In some cases, it is bad. Okay, envy and they. Well, what was sad to me about it was, okay, instead of you just saying transgendered or whatever title you want to use, why put that up there? They call me Big, D, Keisha. I guess he wanted to let us know that he was a man dressed like a woman, but it was so crazy. So then I read the bio and everything, and then I went down to the box where you get to leave a message for the said person, which would be me. So I read the message, and he says, I want to kiss them lips. So something to that effect. No, boo-boo, you won't be kissing these lips. Block. Look, everyone's entitled to be whomever they want to be. Do as you see fit. Date whom you want to date. Hello, everybody. But I'm curious to why a man would want to wear women's clothing. Now, I'm sure everyone's going to have their own. Oh, God, I can't gather my thoughts. Will have their own perception of why a man would want to wear clothing. Hello, 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 Nitra. A person will say, or he will say, well, I identify with being a woman. I've always been feminine, or I've decided to be, I want to be a woman. But see, that's the thing about that. Let me be delicate with my words. You will never be a woman. You see, it does not matter how you feel inside. It does not matter that you identify with a woman, being around women. You identify as a woman. Your insides, mind, heart, spirit, hormones are telling you that you are female. And by no means am I saying that there's not some type of chemical imbalance that would make a man identify with being a woman or feel that he's a woman or act feminine. That's between him and the maker, you see. And one could question that. Well, God made man, he made woman. Why would he make a woman to feel as a man and a man to feel as a woman? I don't know. I can't answer that. But what I'm saying is you will never be of the opposite sex. It does not matter if you put the clothes on, you put on the makeup. Same thing for a woman. It's the same thing. You will never be the opposite sex. So I find it interesting that a man cannot just say, well, I prefer men as a mate to date, and I'm just going to wear men's clothing and date men. Do you understand what I'm saying? Same thing for a woman. You can wear women's clothing, but if you want to date a woman, then you date a woman. I'm just confused. When I'm telling you, when I saw that profile, I kept looking at those pictures, and I kept saying to myself, could I have been hoodwinked to think that this was a woman? Hell, if I was a man and I looked at the photos, is there something discerning in any of these photos that will make me think, hey, this ain't no lady, this a dude? And you will see some guys up on their photos on the date site, they will specifically say, no trans, no transgenders, no bis, no gays, no whatever. Excuse me, I will be munching on this live. I have not had dinner. I've had a late start this evening. Excuse my manners. But I will be munching and imbibing. Stop it. On this live. And I didn't really want to talk about any date site type stuff because I feel like I wear you all out. You know, with that, I want to give you all a break about talking about the date site. But the fact that this person messaged me, honey, it's a spicy mix of like almonds, crusty bread. I'll show you if you can see, and some chips and a drink. But that's my subject for today. And there was another subject I meant to bring, and I didn't go back in my Facebook to check so I can get the right names. But I'll bring that story to you here in a minute. Yes, Nietzsche, you need a snack because I have not had dinner. I ate late. I ate a late lunch like around 3. So that's trying to space everything out. And naturally, this is very late to be eating. But that's my subject. It's like, why don't the men just wear men's clothing? You know? Why dress up like a woman? Because what's weird about this guy, his bio, you know, to the right of the column, you specify what your sexual preference, what you identify with. So instead of him saying man, woman, whatever, he put bi. So that's what was so weird. Usually, if a man is bisexual, I would just see him wearing, you know, men's clothing and then just say, I'm bi. You understand what I'm saying? I'm assuming a man would be dressed as a man, but put in the preference column, I'm bisexual. This man, woman, I don't know what it was. Honey, it's letting me know what it's called in Atlanta. Big D, Keisha, and dressed up as a woman with a blonde wig, you know, had a thin build, a lighter complexion black man. And I was just mortified. And I was just like, wow, you going down like this? You just putting this out like this? And then you're going to put that you're bisexual in the sexual orientation column. But hell, why am I going to think you bisexual if I see you out in the street right now? And I look at you and I say to myself, and I say, self, that's a full-grown man dressed as a gal. Are y'all listening to me? I'm not going to think that he likes women because I'm knowing or assuming he's a man dressed as a woman. You see where I'm going? So why would I think a man dressed like a woman would want a woman? Oh, and here's the topper to let you know he showed enough. Want to let you know what he got. Didn't he also specify he got 11 inches? I'm dead. I couldn't even get the straw out the drink. Oh, Jesus. When I tell you Jesus and Job wept, why, Satan, you got to put that up there. You done told me you're bisexual and your preference. Yes, nature. And I'm trying to keep this live clean as I can, but it's hard because of the specifications of what I'm talking about. But he had the nerve to put that in there to let you know, oh, if you a sugar doll, I got this. And I guess for the men, he letting them know too. I can't. I will not. Bye, Felicia and Harold. Wait a minute. Woo. Ain't nothing sanctified about what I'm talking about. So if my Christian friends are listening, church members, I tag 1, 2. I'm sorry. Wow. I got 8 in the room, 7 thumbs up. I can't either. I can't either, nature. I can't either. I can't either, baby. This right here is, there are no words. There are no words for seeing that guy dressed up like a woman, I'm telling you. And then trying to look and decide, hey, this is a guy dressed like a lady. And then he's telling you what his nickname is called down in the ATL. And then specifying what his number size is of his private part. I was like, wow, dude, you are really just, you have gone all the way with it, huh? Well, you should know, we blocked that. As soon as we read everything, and I read the message that he left for the queen, talking about he want to kiss my lips. You not kissing these, boo-boo. You not getting nowhere near these lips. No, look, I don't know what to say. No, sir, no, ma'am. You, Satan's a liar. He's a liar and a thief. Oh, said no, bro. Seek him daily. So tell me what y'all think about men dressing up. Men who identify as women, men preferring to dress up, men who also are spending their last little coins to also get the sex change, because you might as well throw that in there as well. What do you think about that? What do you think about a man going all the way with, oh, that's a thumbs down. Okay, I can barely see that. A man wanting to go ahead and get his private parts mutilated and shaped into a JJ. But let me tell you all something. A couple years ago, I went on YouTube, my famous platform, and I wanted to see what a reconstructed penis would look like, because they're all not going to look the same. Let me make that clear before I say what I'm going to say. All reconstructed penises will not look the same, because it depends on naturally the size of the male, and you get the rest. Okay. One of the videos I pulled up, all I can say is it did not resemble a vagina. Let me be honest with you. It looked like some smoked sausages jumbled up together. That's all I'm saying. It did not resemble a vagina to me. The one video I saw. And they also showed the procedure, and it ain't nothing nice. All I can say, if you were woke, your eyes would fall out your skull. I'm sure from the pain and the view. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh wow. Okay, I didn't know that. So that's the topic for today, and I'm going to bring another topic here in a minute. But I'm just wondering, what do you all think about that? You know, men dressing up in women's clothes, walking around, pretending to be a woman, because in the end, you are pretending. Some people may get offended by me saying this, but in the end, that's what you're doing. You are pretending to be a woman, because naturally, you're not going to always just, every time you walk out your front door, you're not going to just be telling people, hey, I'm a guy, but I identify as a lady, a girl. You're not going to just be saying that to people. You're going to know that they probably are looking at you, wondering if you are a male dressed in women's clothing. But you're not just going to, every time you walk outside your door, you're not just going to be telling people, hey, by the way, yeah, I'm a guy. I'm a guy dressed up. You know I'm a guy. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make you women laugh. Because you know, only a woman judges another woman's shoes. Stop it. Y'all know where I'm going. One picture that heifer had up there on that bio profile. She had a little skimpy outfit on, but looked like she had some little orthopedic sandals on. The kind that, you know, somebody with some swole feet would wear, or the kind a woman would wear when she don't like wearing no heels. I said, oh yeah, them men feet right there, bye, Satan, bye. Them with some boy feet stuffed in a big old size woman's shoe. You know the kind with a little wedge heel, little cushy heel, black. I said, oh yeah, this is an orthopedic shoe for a woman that don't want to wear no high heels. That might have been all he could find down there in the ATL. I'm dead. Them shoes gave it away, baby. So let me tell you something. A man has to wear a bigger size number shoe in a woman's size. You understand? So let's say he wear an 8 in men's, he'd have to get a 10 in a woman's, if I'm not mistaken. So y'all already know, if he a tall dude wearing about a 12, shoe in men's. He got to find a 14 in a gal. And you know, you don't see no size 14 shoe for women in the store. I'm gone. Well, I feel like singing Tina Turner. I can't stand the rain against my window pane. Woo, have mercy. Somebody called ambulance. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, Jesus, well. She said, too much for me. Seeking him daily said, keep it. Oh, they put a little asterisk. Seeking him daily. Should have put a little asterisk up there. Oh, keep it. He gonna keep all 11 inches of it. What he gonna do with it? What else can he do with all that? That's a lot for a full-grown man, and y'all know that. Now, don't get me to testifying up in here. You know that's a lot for a man to carry around down there. And he gladly. Look. Satan's foot soldier did not mind telling you what the number was down there. I said, oh. And guess what? Some woman is fascinated with that number and will dial him up, probably just to get her some. And guess what? Knowing he's bisexual, and a man gonna dial him up too that like men. And that's another thing I wanted to discuss too, because I meant to touch on that when we talked a week ago in one of the videos. Why would a man who is gay want a man dressed up as a woman? That's another thing, because that makes no sense. You are attracted to a man, but yet you would choose one, such as this guy here, dressed up like a woman. So basically what you're saying is what? You attracted to the woman, a woman's appearance, but you prefer a penis for sexual pleasure. Am I correct? Somebody stop me, because I'm drowning. That makes no sense to me. That you're going to be a man attracted to another man, but you will go out here and choose a man that's dressed up like a woman. Are y'all following me? Are you following? Because that makes no sense either. Now, I can see a man who is bisexual choosing a man that dresses up like a woman because he likes the physical. Hello, Joel. How you doing? Thank you for joining us. He likes the appearance of a woman, also a woman's body, but he also likes a man too. So I can see a bisexual man going out here picking up a man that dressed like a woman because he likes both. So he's getting the appearance of a woman, the fake boobs, you know, whatever they stuff inside, they silicone, whatever. She gets us some fake boobs. He gets to look at that. It looks like a gal. But down there in the front is a boy. So he gets the best of both worlds. And then the face looking like a woman, perhaps. Or a hardtail man, gal. I don't even know what I'm saying. Y'all help me. I'm drowning. I'm drowning over here. But that's something I cannot understand. Because you have men who will pick up streetwalkers and the men be dressed like women. You understand what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, this makes no logical sense to me. Why are you out here picking up a man on the street, which is even worse, dressed up like a woman for sexual gratification, sexual favors, for money? When you like men, why don't you just go get you a man dressed in men's clothing? What is I'm confused. Why would a man go pick up a man dressed up like a woman? Do you understand what I'm saying? And a lot of those men who doing that, picking up off the street too, they're bisexual, I'm assuming, because they're married, they got girlfriends. Yeah, I'm saying it. They got girlfriends, wives, mess around. Of course, the women don't know. They're her man like men. And Lord have mercy, the day she find out. Hello, Candace Jackson. How are you? Thank you so much. It's a little bit rough, honey. It needs a washing. Thank you so much, though. Thank you. I don't even know what to say to y'all right now. because that's just too much for me. Like I said, the dressing up like a woman, a man dressing up like a woman, but he likes men. Why are you dressing up like a man? I mean, a woman. And then you got the men who are attracted. Thank you so much, Candace. Thank you so much. But then the man, you got men out here who are attracted to the men dressed in the women's clothes. That's odd to me. That's odd. Very odd to me. Well, that was a story that's bothered me today. I can't remember these people's names, but you all know who I'm talking about. It's a young dude, little black dude, African American dude. Okay, so Candace says Hollywood promotes this behavior. Well, they're very accepted, I will say, in this modern day of homosexuality and cross-dressing, transgender, whichever title you want to use. Because I hate to use any title because people get offended. But my thing is, you can't get offended with what I'm saying because a lot of people don't know what to call anything. So, however you look at it, people are more accepting than they were 30, 40 years ago. It was not accepted, see your son dressing in women's clothes or talking about he want to get his private parts reshifted into a woman's vagina. You just never heard of any. You never heard of such, and you be ashamed to tell your mom and daddy that you want to be a woman, and they look at you like you're crazy. Like, well, you already dressing in women's clothes. What else you want? Oh, by the way, I want to get cut on. You won't be telling your parents that. You be in the closet, which a lot of men do that. Oh, speaking of dating, said they don't use the appropriate terms. Well, baby, I don't know what the terms are. Because every time I turn around, it's something different. Well, there's a subject that I saw today on Facebook. Well, it came up on my news notification. This black guy who just got signed with the Timberwolves with a $60 million contract. He's dating this girl. She looks like she's mixed with, I think, Oriental and Caucasian. And they've got a baby. And he's obviously been cheating on her with this excuse me, I don't like eating this stuff that's hot. Got me choking. What's his name? I can't even think of. Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. This Scottie Pippen's ex-wife stays in some drama. Every time I turn around, I'm always hear her name or something. Well, anyway, this young dude just got a contract, got a baby. Allegedly supposed to be married to this young girl. But he's been seen down in Miami with this Pippen lady, Larsa. I know that you know. Yeah. So I meant to go in my information and write all this down before I got on. Larsa Pippen seems to be a busybody. She's now walking around with a 20-something-year-old man. She's old enough to be his mother. Down in Miami, they said they were holding hands. And I don't doubt that it's the truth. What I don't understand is, don't you know that he's dating that girl or married to that girl and they got a baby with that girl? And he is wrong to be walking around with this woman, no matter what her age is, knowing, okay, Malik Beasley. Okay. Dang, Nietzsche, you stay on it, don't you? Okay, Malik Beasley. Baby, why? Why you didn't just tell that girl you're not happy, you don't want to be with her? Okay, he's married. Okay, that's what I thought I read. Okay, so Mr. Beasley is married, just signed a big contract for about, $60 million, 4-year contract with the Timberwolves. Nietzsche says she's for the streets. Well, she might be, but the point is, he should have told that young girl that the relationship isn't working out. They haven't even been married a whole year. And he's out here sleeping, walking around with this half who's on to be his mama down in Miami like they really doing something. Cougar are us. It's ridiculous. And then the article also states that he's been cheating with somebody else. So it's not just the older woman. He's been messing around with somebody else. Oh, yeah. If you're against this behavior, you'll be prosecuted or called homophobic. Well, you won't be prosecuted. You don't be prosecuted if you put your hands on somebody. And they think that's the reason. It's because you're homophobic. If they think you called them some slurs and then you went and busted them upside their skull, you feel me? Or you shot them, then it's, yeah, oh, yeah, she homophobic, he homophobic. But what I don't understand with this case, with this young guy, if you knew you are serious about that girl, you should not have been, persecuted. Okay. You should not have married that girl. Both of you too young to be married, in my opinion. I do not believe in young people marrying each other. That's just my personal opinion because I think people haven't lived when you're in your 20s. You haven't gone anywhere. You haven't done anything with your life. So I just don't agree with young people marrying people, you know, until they've lived a little bit. So two young people marrying, got a baby, 9, 10 months old or so, and you've been out here sleeping with somebody else. Now they got pictures of floating around social media with this Larson chick. Oh, exactly, Nitra. And that's exactly what I posted to Facebook. I said, the come up is about to be sweet. If you didn't know, you out here just signed a $60 million contract to play ball. And you cheating on this girl and married to her. The child support alone will set you right. Let's just keep it 100. Because they ain't been married in a long time. And I doubt that he was smart enough to get a prenuptial agreement. Because you see, he's dumb to be walking around with somebody else to be his mama in public, like, you know, that's his new girlfriend. And I keep hearing this Larsa girl's name and stuff. I don't know what she did to Khloe Kardashian, if it's true that she messed around with Tristan Thompson. That was kind of mentioned in another article. But that's the point, that your name keeps being linked to different men who have a woman. Well, Nitra, I don't think he needs to keep his wife because he obviously don't want to be married, baby. The article says she caught him somebody else. So it's not just Miss Larsa that he's entangled with. She knows of another woman that he's had grown folk business with. So that's showing he don't want to be tied down with one woman. And unless you know he don't care about his wife and child, that he'll walk around with this woman in public down in Miami. Okay, she said she had Tristan first and Khloe hooked up with him. Okay, well, however it went, it's still all ridiculous because the article states she said she hooked them up. The article specifically says Larsa helped them two get together. Ooh, Joella, man, somebody to eat your own, just leave me alone. Joelle, you're a hot mess. What you say, Joelle? Keep me out of it. I'm just saying, there's a way of conducting yourself, especially when you're doing something foul. And I know I'm talking to myself when I say this because people don't think when they're doing stuff, and obviously he doesn't care. And that's where I have the problem, is that he does not care to walk around with another woman in public, knowing somebody going to see him, realize who he is, and take a photograph and spread the picture around. Come on now. On the Kardashians. Oh, okay, she did. Well, what did she say, Nitra? What she got to tell about the Kardashians? Well, she need to be worrying about herself. Because there's allegations that she may have cheated on Mr. Pippen. The reason why they're not married, I do not know. Oh, the other thing I left out of this story. Oh, this is the best part of the story. She done took a weed charge for him back in September. Bye, Felicia. So now, the house you all had out west, Colorado, I believe, got searched. Weed was found. She took the rap. And now, oh yeah, that was mentioned in the article too, that Kanye is the cause of these problems, but it didn't go into specific he said, she said, or who said what, why. But Kanye's name did come up in the article as well. So now baby girl then took a weed charge for Mr. Beasley, her husband, because naturally he probably told her to, because he is an athlete and he didn't want this to tarnish him getting probably demoted from being a member of the NBA, because they could easily say, hi, I don't know what you're talking about, baby. I don't need to know anything. You a gay man, you want me to ask you something about wearing women's clothing? That's not the title of the video. It was basically why. Why? But you all do what you want. I don't really care. I'm just saying. I'm just saying why a man want to wear a woman's clothes. Well, baby, I'm not getting an attitude with you, Epic. I'm just saying. I'm asking my fans what they think about men wearing women's clothing. That's all. Okay, Epic. Well, anyway, Mr. Beasley is a dog, a young dog at that, to be out here openly. No, I guess what I'm curious about is why a man wants to wear women's clothes. Why would he want to wear a man's clothes? Why does a man want to be attracted to a man dressed up in a woman's clothes? I mean, it's kind of like two-sided question. Especially if a man calls himself liking women too, he's bisexual. What is he getting out of a man dressed up, pretending to look like a woman, got a penis? I'm confused. I'm just saying. Mr. Beasley has a lot to learn as well as the wife. Well, Nitra, that's why I said why I don't believe young people should be married. 20-something years old is too young to be married and got a baby. And he out here sleeping with other people. Now he out here in public walking around with this woman like he ain't got no wife and kid at home. And the girl said she was shocked. And she said she don't usually put her personal business out there, but she will address the situation as she sees fit. Hello, Regina. How you doing? So I can see that she want to start running her mouth and talking because most people do. Oh, Lord. I ain't got time for this. Y'all know. I'm trying to be polite. Anyway. Well, Nitra, he got a long road ahead of himself. And that's the point. Being in his 20s and those women going to come run after him because you know how it is when these men make this type of money. You get these women coming from all over and they looking and lurking and they trying to get them somebody with some money so they can get some gifts and some small change in their pocketbook and possibly get knocked up with a baby so they can be set for life because they already know that once they go into court, they're going to get the money. It's not going to be anything to argue over. You do the DNA. Hey, that's your baby. Boom. Here's your check. Here's your check for your child. And it's sad. And that's why I said he's a fool to be out here sleeping around knowing he's married to that girl. If you knew you didn't want to be married to her or be faithful to her, you should have married her. That was wrong. I think that's very wrong. And of course, she's devastated. I don't care what nobody say. No matter who you are, once you find out your man is cheating on you, hell yeah, you hurt. You are hurt. Now imagine you're famous. And then poof, everybody's starting to talk about your man, your husband, sleeping around. Hello, Doc. And they got the receipts. And they got photographs. And they got video of people walking and talking and all that. That's not like a regular person finding out their man cheating. Even if it's going around your little town, it ain't the same when it's on television, YouTube. Now, like myself, I'm talking about it on the YouTube channel. So now everybody and their mama is talking about your personal business with your man. And you know that's despicable. It's horrible to be outed like that when you not had a chance to even digest the fact that the man was cheating. Now everybody and their mama know your man been out here doing something he ain't got no business. Or a woman, it can go both ways. It can be also a woman, caught cheating or whatever. But I'm just saying, once it's been announced to the world, you don't even get a chance to digest it because now everybody knows your personal business. So, that's a really jacked up situation to be in. And I feel sorry for her because she does have a baby. She's a nice looking young lady. But like I said, she got a whole life ahead of her. What I would do is, guess what? Go to the district attorney's office and have a little chit chat about that weed and be like, oh, I changed my mind. Because she ain't went to court yet and entered a plea. See where I'm going? That's not my weed. That doesn't belong to me. That belongs to Pookie over here. Sorry. Not sorry. Yeah, I said it. And folks can say whatever they want. Oh, she's a rat. She told she this. She got a child to think about. And you see, he didn't give a damn about her, that child, because one, like I said, why you got drugs in your house. Then he's also been accused of pulling out a rifle on some guests or some people and pointing a rifle at them. So he's unhinged. Yeah, I'm bringing in new tea to you now. When all this went down. So you've got a gun. Now some people feel threatened. Then the girl that took this weed charge for you, owned up that it's yours. That's how you was able to get released from custody. And now she found out months later you've been cheating on her. That's a lot to digest in a couple of months. And this all just went down in September. We're just at December. So baby girl got a lot to sleep on. And she has a child to take care of. And he didn't care about her or that child. And why you got so much weed in your house for what? What you need it for? Your focus should be playing basketball. That should be your focus. God gave you a talent. He's blessed you to get a big payout salary. You understand what I'm saying? A big salary. And the only thing you could think to do is ride around and jump out with guns and smoke weed. And now she done took the bait. She done took the charge. We talking about everything, baby. We talking about gay men wearing women's clothes. And now we talking about Mr. Beasley, basketball player who's been found walking around with a cougar, Miss Larsa Pippen, down in Miami. Hollywood is busy. I got some good news for y'all. I'm trying to decide if I want to tell y'all old rascals anything. Y'all know y'all love some tea. Good old hot sipping tea. Do y'all want me to talk about the date site and who's been calling and texting the queen now? I'll wait. Oh, because I told him I was going to tell y'all. He said, you better not. you washing dishes at work. Candace, what do you do? Washing dishes at work. Well, I told y'all I didn't really want to get on the date site conversation too tough because I don't like wearing you all out about those crazy situations. But that what made me tell you all the story about men wearing women's clothes because of the guy who was dressed up like a woman messaged me. For those who just joined the chat, a guy messaged me dressed as a woman this week, and he was alluding to the fact he had 11 inches. They call him Big D Keisha down in ATL, and he decided to let me know he want to kiss my lips. So I blocked him. There'll be no kissing here. How you gonna get to him any damn way? I'm just saying. Badass yellow boy is in the picture for those who give a damn. I done let the secret out. Remember we talked this week and I asked you all, should I call him? Should I talk to him? What should I do? Well, long story short, me and Yellow Boy have been talking and texting. Oh, wow. When I tell you queen, I feel like I'm on dope. And this is that feeling I'm scared of. Oh, Lord. All I want you all to do is just pray for me. I don't know where it's going to go. We had a really good chat this evening when he got off from work. And I'm just going to be honest. I am attracted to him. Lord have mercy. I am attracted to him. I love the sound of his voice. And I'm just right now, I'm like gaga goo goo. And yes, I know. He fell off in the beginning. We've discussed all of that. We have discussed that. And I've decided, Regina, don't start. She said he lied and said anything on social media is a cross-dresser. Who? What you talking about? See, you gonna get my audience mixed up. Now you got me all befuddled. What you talking about? I'm talking about my friend. I'm not talking about the he, she that messaged me. I just gave y'all that information to bring the title to you all, the action of why do men wear dresses. I'm talking about what we've been talking about the past week with the two gentlemen who I had had contact with in the past couple weeks. Oh, I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I work at Hideaway Pizza. Okay, okay, Candace. Okay, well, thanks for joining us. It was nice to know y'all got some business open because you know a lot of people are closing right now because of COVID. So I'm surprised y'all even got a place open for business. A lot of places, you know, got curfews and things. Got this big old light up here. Oh, wear me out. Um, but as most of you know, um, who've been following me the past week, you know, I told you I've, you know, been on the date site and I've been corresponding with a few people. Nothing has panned out with any of them. But I had also told you guys that there was Mr. Professional who fell off uh, during Thanksgiving. Oh, move though. I just grabbed it. Well, where you going, Candace? Anyway, Mr. Professional, haven't heard anything from him. I don't suspect to. But as I told you all about Mr. Badass Yellow Boy, he came back into the picture. Right. Okay. Back on topic. Dating site. Yes. Mr. Yellow Boy is back in the picture. We are conversing. We are talking. We are texting. We are communicating. And I can say I'm trying to stay optimistic with everything because you know he's explained to me. Yeah, he texted the other day, so we are finally, you know, now talking, conversating, and I don't know if I should tell y'all crazy tales, anything else, but he's coming to see the Queen this weekend. Yay! We will see how it goes. You know, he doesn't live that far from me. What y'all got to say? Come on, nature. I know you ready. Come on, nature. It will go great. Nature. Well, he told me tonight because I asked him. You know, I feel like I have a right to ask him or any man that I'm conversating with. You know, why are you interested in me or woo. Especially after the fact that you know he and I have not been talking a whole lot due to whatever issues he had or whatever he thought. We talked tonight, and oh, girl, it's nature. Now you know I ain't gonna tell everything. Don't start no mess on here. No, but seriously, I don't know yet. We got to get here first, Regina. We got to get here first. That's supposed to be the plan. Go somewhere. We will see. But we have talked, and he let me know that he's interested in me. So that's what I asked him. You know, what is it about me? What is it? He's like, why not you? You don't think I should be interested in you? You know, I was kind of flattered. I was like, oh, okay, well. I said, it's not that I don't think you should be interested in me, but due to the fact that, you know, you did fall off in the beginning and I didn't know what was going on, and you've called me, you know, you've texted a few times in the past couple of weeks, I don't know what to think because I don't know you. So I can't say, you know, what's on your mind, what you're thinking. Toot your horn, Queen. Oh, yeah, I've been tooting it, baby. Oh, baby. If only you knew Queen been tooting it all day, baby. That yellow boy got a Queen wanting to scream. Do you hear me? I have been in a really good mood today. I was feeling kind of funky about him yesterday, you know, because I had, you know, a little indifference with him. But we sorted everything out this morning. And we've talked a few times through the day, texting, because, you know, he works, of course. So we talked this evening, and I feel pretty good about Mr. Yellow Boy. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. If things pop off, go wrong, bump in the night, and I don't have anybody to blame but myself. You understand what I'm saying? But I take responsibility that I decided to give somebody a second chance because they came back and asked for it. You understand? I didn't go look for him. He came to me and asked if we could resume talking to one another. So I gave him that chance. And so, as I say, it's on him now, to try to do right and try to, follow through. And that's all I can hope for. Yes, Nitra, yes. He searched for the queen. Yes, he did. I feel good too. When I tell you I'm on cloud 9, oh, you better hush. And we ain't gonna even talk about me moving to Atlanta, because he let me know, oh, I don't know how that's gonna work if you go to Atlanta. What you gonna do? You go down there. I thought, oh my gosh. We ain't even really started talking yet. He already talking about what you gonna do. You gonna go down there. How we gonna date you go to Atlanta? Oh man. That's a good question. Well, I can say I'll figure it out. Right now, I'm just taking one day at a time with, talking and meeting and greeting. We met, on the site over a month ago. It was a bit rocky because I think he got scared or was concerned, because he does have children. Oh, you're gonna have your hands full, Queen. How you figure that, Nature? How? What? Now I can't wait to hear this. Turn my volume down so it won't be squeaky on the audio. How my hands gonna be full? Oh yes, and super chat the queen if you like. I meant to mention that. I'm 46 minutes in. Did not mention that to you guys. I do have super chat turned on. If you like to gift the channel anything, that is fine. If not, still got mad love for all of you. Thank you very much for tuning in. How my hands gonna be full? Don't start on me. Nitra, you know what? Me and you need to talk offline. You be showing out, Nitra. And you following me? Aren't you following me on Instagram? He's already asking how you can date him if you move. Okay, I got you. Well, basically, he let me know it won't be nothing. How about that? You didn't catch that. He already let me know that how this gonna work if you go to Atlanta. I was like, okay. I thought, well, you can base a career anywhere once you start, filming and doing certain things. But I mean, I get what he's saying. Nitra, don't start. You're my best gal on here, my best commenter. Please don't start. Do not start this evening because it's a good evening now. Anything else you all like to talk about? Why don't we talk about, since we've been on the subject of men dressing as women, men dating men who dress as women, would you all continue to date a man that you knew was on the down low? I'll wait. Ooh, that whiskey good with that lemonade. Shut your mouth. Nitra, you're a fool. Nitra said, hell no. Why not, Nitra? Look, Regina said, well, I'm about to start asking more questions. Excuse me. About what, Regina? Well, I'm just saying. Good. Joelle said no. You all know that there have been some women who have found out that their men were bisexual. So some still love the man. You don't stop loving a person because they decide to tell you they're gay. I'm just saying, it would be the same if he told he dating another woman. Explaining her song called Bill. Well, elaborate then. Let's talk about the men who've had who have decided to become cross-dressers and dress as women, there have been many women who have stayed in the relationships with the men, especially women who are married. Because I've seen a woman, her and her husband, they lived abroad. He decided to go start dressing as a woman. Ma'am, I'm not sure. No. Yes, ma'am. Her husband decided to tell her that he likes men, or, well, no, he likes dressing in women's clothes, because that's another subject matter that can be split in two. You have had some men who like wearing women's clothes, but they never came out and said that they were gay. Now, that's a very tricky area, because most people are going to assume if you're a man putting on women's clothing that you automatically are homosexual. But there have been some men who said, I don't know yet, or I haven't crossed the pond to being with a man, but I identify with wearing women's clothing. Okay, Nietzsche said nothing extra. Yeah, I guess I should explain that also, as when I first mentioned that about men dressing in women's clothing. You do have some men who've been in relationships with women. They finally decide to come out and say, well, I like wearing women's clothing. I'm not necessarily saying I'm gay, but I do like wearing the clothes. So the women who decide to stay in the marriage are staying with the men while they are dressed up like a gal. So now we got your husband now wearing women's clothes. Right. And I was getting ready to go there with Kris Jenner as Caitlyn. When he did the interview with Barbara Wawa a few years back, he basically told how it started, how he always felt feminine, how he played on being a man because that's what was expected of him, but he always identified with being feminine, not necessarily gay. I guess I need to specify that, because that's where people get it confused. You automatically assume that the man is homosexual because he wants to wear women's clothes. There's some men that say they like the feel of it. You got some men who say they're straight, but they like putting on women's underwear. We can go there too. So I'm probably just leaving some of that out. So you can go a multitude of ways, but everything's about perception. You have straight men who like wearing women's underwear, stockings, bras. You got men who like dressing up in women's clothing behind closed doors, but are straight. Then you got those who decided to go on out in public and live that life, but yet say they're not gay or have not had sexual relations with a man, but are open. But I always say if you open, that means you like men, because that's just not even that's not a way to word that. To say, well, I don't know. Yeah, you do. You know, you either like men or you don't. You're attracted to men or you don't. Even if you ain't never been with a man, you know you're attracted to one. And anybody is going to assume that the day you put on some women's clothes, you're going to want to eventually date a man. Because why are you going to dress like a woman to date a woman? What you say, Nitra? If I meet you as a man, I want to deal with you as a man. I don't want nothing that likes what I like in no type of way. Okay, Nitra, I got you. But what I'm saying, there's so many specifications to this, as they call cross-dressing, transgendered, however you want to word it, because each person is different than the next. As I state, some straight men like wearing women's undergarments and clothes or regular women's clothes, but they do like women. Then you got the man that dresses up. He wants to live that way in women's clothes, but he has not yet said he is gay or has not been with a man yet. Then you got the man that identifies as a woman, dresses as a woman, and likes me. Did you follow that? I think I should have made that clear my first 10 minutes of talking. Hey, Terry, what's going on? Good to see you. This is some very interesting conversation. But like I said, your husband or man come out to you and tell you, well, I like wearing women's clothes. So would you stay with him if he told you he ain't gay? What if he just said, I like women's clothing. I want to wear women's clothing, but I still want to be with you. What would you say to that, Nitra? Damn, Nitra crazy. Okay, Nitra. Nitra said she done with it all together. Okay. Okay, baby. I got you. I got you. Okay. Well, this is just a topic, like I said. I thought about it when I saw the guy on the site that messaged me, and he was dressed as a woman, dressed as a man. It was a man dressed as a woman and specifying his size of his private parts and his nickname down in ATL, Big D Keisha, which, like I said, I thought was just mortifying and just so disrespectful. But that's his thing. That's his business. But my thing is, what would possess you to message me? Because my profile does not say that I'm bisexual. Okay, Nitra, you got to put that in the chat. Let everybody know what number it was. Lord have mercy, I'm dead. And for those listening, he said he had 11 inches. I want to be delicate, but there's no other way to word it. So they let you know he just kinky. He want to let everybody know he like men and women. He want to let you know what size his private part is. He's just coming out the gate letting you know I'm down with this. And to me, that's a person that ain't even... Regina got the little funny emoji. That's cute. Yeah, you surprised? He letting you know this is what I'm down with. And see, to me, if a man will come out and tell you the size of his penis on his page, on his profile, he's letting you know he don't want you for nothing but sex. And that's my opinion. Because a decent man is not going to tell you, hi, my name is Joe Blow. I like hiking, skiing. Oh, by the way, I got 11 inches. Come on now. Come on. You ain't got to tell that. You ain't got to tell nobody that. Why don't you get to know some people first, even if you're just there to hook up with people? Once you start talking in the chat and you message a woman or a man and they say, well, what are you looking for? You just say, oh, I'm just here to have, a hookup. I don't want a relationship. I'm not trying to, take care of nobody. Ooh, I just want to hook up. Okay. And then once y'all meet and greet, he or she will see what you got downtown. My stars. Because I was sure enough in my mind curious to like, how this man sit up here looking like a gal talking about he got 11 inches. I was stunned. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, oh, imagine a video of that. Him walking around looking like a gal, then drop his britches. And guess what? Woo, won't you be mad you thinking you got a gal? You done met a gal. You done took a gal home. Oh, shut your mouth. And when the gal unrobes, don't get me start preaching up in here. And she pull her skirt down. He realized he got a him in the room. As that old man used to tell me years ago in this little juke joint that I used to hang in. There's going to be some smoke in the city. Oh, you talk about Mike Tyson and Holyfield. It's going to be some more biting in the ears. You about to get knocked up. You know what out. They'll find you dead. You can't play like that. Let me tell you all a story. Because you all said y'all love story time. I had a neighbor. He was a Caucasian male. Girl, a fly, you. I had a neighbor who was an older white man. He was very mild-mannered, very meek in appearance. He never talked until he got some liquor in him. Now, Bobby get that liquor in him. Oh, he was on and popping. He talk, flirtatious, woo. Just talk. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, Regina. So, I'm thinking to myself, like, I bet Bobby's had an eventful life. You know what I'm saying? So one day I was talking to my cousin and I was talking to her about Bobby, about his ways, how he acts when he gets to drinking and how he starts to become very flirtatious and wants to touch a guy. Like we could be sitting outside and we could be sitting next to a neighbor, acquaintance. He want to touch the guy, rub his arm and all that. And I used to tell Bobby, that's not appropriate behavior because you may touch the wrong guy who may do something to you because he's offended that you a man touching him, excuse me, and he don't like men. You need to be careful. He might play like he don't want to cuss you out, but he may wait till ain't nobody around, catch you, slit your throat. You need to be very careful. So I was talking to a relative. She's like a distant relative, or relative by marriage, rather. And I was telling her about his behavior. And she said, girl, you ain't heard the story about Bobby? What happened to him a long, long time ago in the 80s? And I said, no, what story? And she said, girl, don't you know he was down at the little club? It was a club in Knoxville called, I think it was called the Carousel. That's where, homosexual people came, went to drink, dance, whatever. She said, yeah, he and another friend got picked up by a man. And the man took them home with him, or took him in his car, rather. Let's say that. He took Bobby and the friend for a little ride. Now, I don't know what that man told Bobby and his friend, but he took them out in the middle of nowhere into a field and beat the brakes off my friend Bobby. And the other one ran for his life. You see what I'm saying to you? You don't know people. That guy was probably somebody who went into the gay club, found him a victim too, asked him would they like to go ride with him or go back to his place, whatever, however it was, go out to eat, because I wasn't there to know what the conversation was. But the point is, my neighbor and his friend got in a car with this stranger, rode out in the middle of nowhere, and my friend ended up in a hospital with his face swelled up like a watermelon. And that's what she told me, because they went to see him in the hospital back in the day, and he said his face was so big he was unrecognizable. Now, he never told me that story, and I never let him know that that story was repeated to me, because he probably would have felt shame. You understand what I'm saying? But the point is, you don't know people. And when you out here laughing and talking with people in bars and stuff, and you thinking they getting ready to take you out to eat or to their house, or you may even agree to for a hookup, whatever it is, you don't know they're going to do what they say they're going to do. As my aunt once told me, and I told you all this in a live last week, just because you agree to have somebody come over to your home does not mean they're going to play fair when the door closes. Because see, that's the whole point. Once the door is shut, all bets are off. And Bobby is lucky. He was lucky to have survived that beating, because she said he beat that man down. Beat him down to where he ended up in a hospital. And the other guy got away. Lucky for him. And frankly, both are lucky to have survived, because they could have ended up dead. The man could have cut them up or shot both of them. That's just a little story that you have to be careful, because there's some mean-spirited people out here. They will harm you. They will get you gone. And you have people out here who frequent those type of establishments to do harm to homosexual people. They will act like they are gay, but they're not. And they go in those bars to pick up a victim. And I was watching one story on Forensic Files. I've seen it twice now. This guy I do believe is gay, but I think he was angry that he was gay. And his way of getting back at the world and himself is to pick up gay men in bars, take them home, take them somewhere, kill them. He chopped them up and disposed of them around New York, state of New York. Oh, yeah, he was mean. He was real mean. Because, you got to be a cold son of a something. Pick up somebody, take them home, kill them, and then chop them up in little pieces and put them in plastic bags. Yeah, he was a real dirty bird. So you see, you have to be very careful. But I still believe this man was gay, because he caught his first charge when he was in the early 70s. He killed his roommate, and he got off on that murder charge, saying that the guy made a pass at him. So he defended himself and beat the man up or whatever he did to him. But I believe he was a homosexual then. Did you see it, Nitra? Okay. I believe he was a homosexual then. And I think possibly he probably made a pass at the roommate. And the roommate was like, I ain't down with this. And they probably got to fighting and tussling. And he won. Because how is it now you fast forward many moons later, you become a suspect in dismembered men's bodies that happen to be homosexual. So 2 times in life, you have come in contact with gay men who ended up dead. Once as a late teen, early 20s, you get off on murdering your roommate because you said he made a pass at you. And then you fast forward many moons later, you become a suspect in the death of homosexual men. Come on now. No, boo-boo, you gay. And you mad, and you got something going on with you internally, and you're taking it out on other gay men because you don't want to accept the fact that you're homosexual. So what you do is you lure these men to the death. That's a cold person right there. He's cold. He's cold. He's cold. You have to be careful. You don't know people. I got 12 in the room, 19 thumbs up. Thanks for joining me. Anything else you all like to talk about? I don't have any updates to any of the stories I brought you last week. You know, with Miss Alexis Sharkey, who was found murdered in Houston last Saturday. She was thrown out into the brush. So far, they haven't mentioned any suspects in the storyline, but people are already assuming who they think may be the murderer. Some on Facebook have been alluding to the fact they think the husband may have done it because there's allegations of abuse to the wife. Allegedly, she was seeking a divorce. I don't know if any of those things have been substantiated by law enforcement, but they're currently working that case in Houston. And also on the same day, Brianna Johnson, an African-American female, excuse me, was found in the trunk of a man's car who she had been seeing, dating. And we know he murdered her. There's no doubt about that. Because there's no way you're riding around with a dead woman in your trunk and you can explain why she's in there. Okay, Terry says she thinks the husband did it. Yeah, I think he did it too. Because the fact that he told the news people he don't want them calling him back. And it's like, well, dude, your wife just got found dead. They haven't even done an autopsy. And now you don't want to talk to the news? Why not? Why not? So you don't want to talk to the news today, and then what? Tomorrow it'd be what? The police? How does that go? And then the next day it'll be what? Alexis' mother and father. Y'all see where I'm going? I tell you what, Mr. Tom Sharkey, you better hope your ass don't get fired from your job. I said it. I said it. Better hope you don't get fired from your job, you see. Because you got people who get down like that. They don't know if you killed that woman or not, but they ain't going to sit around and let you bring and tarnish their name or their company by having you work for them. So every day you get up and go work for that company, whomever it is, you real fortunate. You're real fortunate. I don't know who killed that girl, but it was shameful how they threw her out with no clothes on, and she lived where she was found was 4 minutes from her home, and there's no way in my right mind I believe she walked to that location naked. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. 1 hour in. Well, not many people joining me. 14 members. 20 thumbs up now. That's the said information. Men dressing in women's clothing. How do you feel about it? What do you think about it? Do you agree with it? Most of you didn't even say if you agreed or not. Y'all letting me rumble on and on. Y'all ain't said 2 words about, yeah, I agree, I disagree. I think it's right, I think it's wrong. Y'all ain't said nothing. I ain't heard nothing. But I ain't trying to talk to no bisexual man. I can tell you now, I find out you've been messing with some boys and some men. It's a wrap. You need not say nothing else to me. Nothing else to me. nothing to me because you're not about to give me the big package. Do you understand what I'm saying? You won't have to worry about no dresses when I get through with you. You won't have to worry about putting on no high heels when I get through with you. You ain't gonna have to worry about going to see your lover. And I'm keeping it 100 because that ain't nothing to play with. For those who think this is a joke out here, especially with these African American men walking around on the down low and openly bisexual, it's all the same to me. You playing Russian roulette because for some of you who don't know, there's still men out here who do not want to wear condoms. Yes, let's talk about that. Still do not want to wear condoms. And I'm not talking about no 20 and 30-year-olds. I'm talking about fully grown men, 50, 60, don't want to wear condoms. Thank you, Nietzsche. Terry says it's wrong to dress up in women's clothes. Nietzsche, you didn't get your comment. Edward, was that Edward that jumped on? Let me go back and look at my comments. Hey, Edward, sorry that I didn't say anything to you. And Regina said something about a mass shooting down in Florida. Yeah, with that going on. Yeah, older men don't want to protect themselves. I think it's sad that men don't want to wear condoms. And then sometimes the women don't want to wear them either. Well, my thing is this. What I don't understand about a man not wanting to wear a condom is the fact that you know that you're not about to be in a relationship with this chick. You have willingly decided that you're just going to hook up with her and then go pick up you some strange tomorrow, then the next day, then the next day. You probably got your 4 or 5 on standby waiting for you to call their number. Why are you trying to sleep with all these women with no condoms? Because I already know that if you would choose a stranger that you have never met and decide that you would not wear a condom with her, you don't never wear a condom. And why these people keep thinking there's no AIDS out here, HIV, is a mystery to me. My thing is it's all the same, whether you get a venereal disease, HIV, AIDS. It's something you don't want. You don't want the hassle of fooling with it. Well, and the men, well, that's my point. Older men are still making children. My friend, I know it's in Jamaica. He got a little baby. She's 2 years old or so, almost 3. I'm thinking, oh my God, still making babies. He's 60 years old. I'm like, wow. So that let you know his sperm is still working. Hello? It still got feet. Whoa, as a expert would say, it still can swim. Dang. Come on now. And yeah, these older men ought to be ashamed of themselves, still wanting to, don't want a commitment. Well, that's my point. You don't want a relationship and you're older, which that is your prerogative. But you would assume an older man, especially 50 and up, wants a relationship with a woman. Why are you out here don't want a relationship, then you don't want to use a condom either? And then you still got the propensity to make babies. 2 and 3. Ooh, yeah, that's too much. 55 with a 2 and 3-year-old. Well, that's the point, Nietzsche. Yes, there's still diseases out here, not just, and I think a lot of people feel like that. Well, it's just AIDS and HIV. No, honey, there's syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea. Those diseases still exist, herpes, all that. Those things are still on the table. They're still out here. And you men need to quit acting like they don't exist. And it shows you they don't care because they don't mind hooking up and say, okay, I like it natural. I want to feel something. Well, okay. Well, when you sitting in the ICU, sickly, you're going to feel that. I'm just saying, you want to feel something. You can feel that. Hold on, let me check my lighting. Just a second, you guys. Okay, back. But yeah, it's sad. Very sad. And that's even worse to me, an older man making babies. Why? Terry said, they better cover it up. Sure, you a mess. You said they better cover it up. They don't want to. Nietzsche said just nasty. It is bad, seriously. That's why I like YouTube. YouTube to me is like Facebook. They got some good things out here to show you that gives you good information about certain topics. And YouTube is the master of information. YouTube has numerous and thousands of videos about people's lives out here. From people with HIV, with people who are homeless, people who are prostituting, the greedy side of life. That's okay, Candace. So you can go into YouTube and just talk on that microphone, pull up a subject matter. All these videos will come up about a said subject matter. And that's a subject matter you might want to go look up. Women who are over the age of 50, 60 that have HIV. Because I've seen some videos on YouTube of women who are older and have AIDS. And it's sad to see a woman getting AIDS in her 60s because she fooled with a man who she thought was her boyfriend. She said they dated. It wasn't a hookup. They were dating. And then she found out she had it and he gave it to her. So you think about going your whole life not getting over neural diseases, and then one day you wake up in your 60s, late 60s, 70s, and now you got damn HIV. It's crazy. It's really sad. I think in some states, if they can trace it back to you as the carrier, you will go to jail and possibly get a life sentence. Just saying. But most of these people know they got AIDS, HIV, and they're not telling nobody. They know that. Nitra says he needs to be charged. Well, that's the thing about it. When they start investigating these men who's sleeping with numerous women, like the one guy down in Memphis, he was a young guy. He had given so many women HIV or whatever. He knew. It wasn't that he didn't know. He knew. He knew. And I believe he's in jail now from infecting so many women. And they're probably all the way across the United States. Because you got to think about a person that's traveled some of their life. You know damn well people all over the U.S. got the HIV and the AIDS because you sleep with this person, that person. Then they go sleep with this person, that person, and it just spreads. So some people talking to this person, that person from Chicago, New York, Afghanistan, Iraq, California, Idaho. You understand what I'm saying? It's like when you go in the health department, they have a sheet of paper on the wall that has a stick figure at the top of the page. And that stick figure, this is in the women's health. It's probably all through the health department, but in the women's health department, they got on the wall a stick figure. At the top of that page is one stick figure, which would be you, me. Underneath the stick figure goes down in rows like a pyramid till it gets all the way down to the bottom. 63 people underneath yourself. And what it says is, these are all the people you slept with last night. You get my drift? One at the top. Pyramid, 63 people. So you think you slept with just one person last night without a condom. But in actuality, you slept with 60 plus folks last night. And in this day and time, with COVID, and people not wanting to properly date, just come to your house, get them a little something, get on about the business. You probably slept with 200 people last night. Just saying. Just saying. $12 in the room, 20 thumbs up. Anything else you all would like to talk about? Woo, Lord, I'm just, we're in sad times. And nobody wants to go out. Frankly, a lot of the men didn't want to take you out on a date, a woman on a date when it wasn't no COVID. That's just an easy excuse now to say, I didn't want to go in a restaurant. I don't want to get sick. You still going out to eat. You go to Popeyes, McDonald's, and you go through the drive-through. All them germs and sloughed and coughed over your hamburger, your chicken fingers, your chicken tenders, all that. What's the difference than that and going sitting in a restaurant and taking the food from the counter, or they hand it to you and put it on your plate? I'm just saying. What's the difference? Wake up, you 11 in the room. Y'all sleep. I'm about to cut y'all out. I ain't gonna stay on here too long. It's an hour and 20 minutes in. Well, that was the topic of my discussion for this evening. Why do men wear women's clothes? Do y'all think it's okay for men to dress up as women? The point is, people are deceptive. And then one thing that people don't realize, women and men as well, that men tend to go asymptom with venereal diseases, for those who do not know this. So a woman may get a symptom, such as a discharge, but a man won't. So he's not going to know he has anything. Now, why this is prevalent in men, I do not know. But this is what was told to me. That many men go asymptom. So they don't have any symptoms. So that's why they keep going raw with every woman, because they ain't itching down there and they ain't burning. So they figure, oh, I'm all right, I'm cool. I ain't got no symptoms. But little do they know, they are infected. They just don't have no symptoms. And then, of course, you got some that's stupid. They'll have the symptoms and they'll still be screwing around with folks, knowing they got stuff coming out of them. Now, that's what I really don't understand. You down there can't hold your urine and you trying to go out here and penetrate somebody. Oh, my stars. I'm dead. Okay. Let's keep it real. But that's it. Now, do you have anything else you all like to talk about before I check out of here? I'm not going to stay on here too long. I need to get me something to eat on my tummy, late as it is. But, I thoroughly enjoy these lives. I will say for the past 2 weeks, I have really enjoyed myself joining in, having you all join me on these lives. You all have really cheered me up and given me some things to think about and laugh about as well. Because, once I get done uploading to YouTube, honey, I go right here and turn my cell phone, cast my live to my TV. Yes, I do. And I watch myself and laugh at myself. That's one reason why I've been up late, watching my own self. Do you want fatal attraction? It was an episode where the guy threw the lady, gave him AIDS, he killed her, he didn't even what? He didn't even have it. Wait a minute. Well, that's the whole thing about that. How you gonna know who gave you AIDS? You're not gonna know that unless you are not sleeping around with nobody to where you can say specifically, this the last lady guy I slept with. I haven't had sex in 6, 7, 8 months with nobody. And before that, I had a test to say verbatim I was not infected. How you gonna know? Because it may take years for you to have a symptom. He claimed the neighborhood knew she had it. What? What you mean the neighborhood knew she had it? I'm like Regina. Why did he think he had AIDS? Yeah, that doesn't make no sense. No, he probably went and got tested and was tested positive. Or he ended up being diagnosed with full-blown AIDS. So he started backtracking to all the women he done slept with. He left her for her kids to find her. Well, see, that's what I'm trying to say. You are not going to know who gave you no AIDS unless you have not been sleeping with other people and you've been going a long time and haven't had no other partners, because you would have to, if you've had several partners in a couple of years, you're going to have to narrow down all them people. So how is he going to know who gave it to him if he done slept with several women? And for all he know, he could be the carrier. See, that's another thing about HIV AIDS. You got to know if you the carrier or not. Do you understand what I'm saying? You could actually be the carrier and had not gotten it from somebody else. You could actually be the person infecting others. Because, they don't tell you that in AIDS, HIV 101. So folks running out here trying to go beat somebody up, shoot somebody. They might want to find out if they are the damn carrier. Ooh, I can't stand it. Make you not want to do nothing. Read a book. I said it. We're in dire times right now. Well, people are living longer with HIV/AIDS. Let's just say that for the record. Amen. There are people living longer. There are rather appropriate medicine prescriptions to fight against the HIV virus so you can live longer and sustain life. It's just a matter of you getting the diagnosis that you have HIV and going directly and getting the appropriate medicines to help you live longer. That's it. I'm sure there's some people don't want to take it, but you don't want people to know you're going to get the medicine. I just go on and get it. Go on and get it. They ain't supposed to be telling nobody your business no way. So go and get your medicine and try to live. One hour, 26 minutes into this live where we are talking about everything. Oh, wow. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. I am thoroughly enjoying it. Talking to you guys. It's been nice. Been really, really nice. Like I said, you all have been cheering up the queen. And the queen is in good spirits today because, as I told you all a little while ago, she is now coinciding with Mr. Yellow Boy. Oh, Lord have mercy. What am I going to do with this little fella? He has been keeping the queen on her toes. Past 2 days. Yes, he has. In conversation. I must say I am thoroughly attracted to him. I will admit that. And I just hope that he's genuine, as I've spoken to him about that. That's my main fear. That's my fear of any man I meet that I actually like, let's say. You can meet anybody and just chit-chat, but that don't mean you like them or interested in them. Now, you all know I told you about the other gentleman that's been calling me, who called me tonight before I jumped on, but I have not called him back. And that's the foreigner that lives up in Maryland. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Because this is not going to work. Me trying to talk to him, just conversate, knowing my mind's not in it, and I'm not, what I'm saying? I'm not interested in him in that way. Like I said, he's a nice person. Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't have his life together because he just came here to this country, and naturally he's in transition. And I want to talk to somebody that has, as I state to you all, legal identification, don't need a work permit to live and work here. Thank you, Regina. Good old makeup. This is Neutrogena Foundation, honey. It's got a pretty good match. Thank you so much. And a little bit of, what do you call it? Shimmer powder. That's it. I made that girl cut all my hair off 2 months ago. That white girl whacked me good. She must have been trying to give me a shag or old-timey 70s, 80s hairdo. I thought, what in the world? Just cut. Somebody some hair was missing. I said, want to say it's missing now, you cut it all off. Crazy bad. That'll never happen again. Because I won't be getting no more bangs cut. Every few years, I get bangs cut. But I got bangs this time because, my hair is, thinner. So I said, well, try to give it some weight. We'll leave that alone next time. Leave that alone. Because I sweated my scalp anyway, so me and bangs don't work very well. But thank you. I appreciate that. I see Mr. Yellow Boy, he ain't complaining. He said, oh, you know, women with your skin complexion, they can wear any color, hair color. Because I was asking him, what did he think, you know, of my hair color? And he's like, I like it. I said, what about the other pictures you saw where my hair was darker, shorter? And he was like, oh, I like those hairstyles too. And the hair colors are nice. He's like, I like in any hair color. You look good in all your pictures. I thought, oh, that's so sweet. Mm-hmm. Ooh, shut your mouth. Baby. Y'all know I ain't right. That Yellow Boy got a queen messed up in the head right now. I'm just going to be honest. Like I told him, I said, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk about you to my fans. I said, because one or two going to ask. So far, none of you asked, though, tonight. But I told him, I said, they don't know your name. They don't know who you are. And he's like, you better not tell them nothing about me. I said, well, I've already talked about you. And not in the best lights. He go back in that videos from Saturday. He be like, ooh, she was mad at me. Yes, she was. Queen was irritated. Yellow Boy. Yeah. You know, that was years ago, there was a rapper. I can't think of his name. But that's what they called him in the song, Badass. That's what he's calling himself, Badass Yellow Boy. So that's what I think of when I think of this guy here. I don't like it, Regina. Sorry, buffering. I just wanted bangs and a straight cut or a bob. She went chopped all here on the sides. I didn't tell her to do that. Once I saw her cut it, I said, why did you cut the sides like that? Oh, there was a piece missing. I thought, lady. Look. Unplug this. This thing just doing all kind of crazy stuff. Just unplug this cord. That might be making it buffer. But yeah, she cut too much hair off on the sides. I didn't want no layered look because I have a round face. I don't care for that. But ain't nothing I can do about it now. It's gone. I just let it grow out and roll with it. But thank you so kindly. But I will say I am happy. I'm cheerful. I feel good. You know, I was a little bit moody yesterday. I woke up this morning. I went to bed late, listening to music videos, and some of that music kind of had me emotional. I was just like, man, this is just a crazy situation going on with this dude. And I just started thinking about all kind of crazy stuff, life in general. And I was texting him, he called me, and I was like, okay, let's see what's really going on. He said, I called because I wanted to keep my word. And I was like, oh, yeah. Him like Angela, shut your mouth. What I'm going to do with him? Y'all see I'm glowing? Huh? I sure am. This queen is feeling real good, baby. Look, my next location may not be Atlanta, if you get my drift. If everything goes well and he and I can, you know, get along and jive, who knows? I might leave the area. I mean, you know, I want to leave the area anyway. Whether I met him or not, it doesn't matter. I don't want to be here. I've seen enough of East Tennessee to last a lifetime. I'm done with this place. I'm tired of living up here near the mountains. I've seen enough mountains. I'm done. Let me see what it's like to go where it's a little flat. You know what I'm saying? Where I can see the sides off the side of the road. Ain't no mountains in the way. Ain't no curvy roads. Because it is very curvy up through these parts. Dangerous, quite frankly, because where I'm living is more hilly. So I've had enough of this. I've seen this since I've been 11 years old, on and off. Now I've done enough of this. I'm tired of this. Let the queen see something else somewhere in the world. And with this COVID, Terry's so funny. She said I'm doing too much grinning. I know I'm grinning. I'm looking at myself grinning. Honey, the queen feels good. You know how moody I've been the past couple of weeks and stuff? And I've just been like, oh, lethal liaison for Fatal Attraction. Okay, I'm going to look that up. Lethal liaison. But those of you who want to watch that, Fatal Attraction, lethal liaison is about the man who killed the woman who he thought gave him AIDS. Okay, Candace, good talking to you. I'm probably going to check out of here too. But yeah, I feel good. I feel happy. I just, you know, I'm feeling really, really blessed right now. Like I said, even though I got some stuff, personal stuff going on, that don't have nothing to do with him or nobody else, but it's nice to get some kind of good news on something. You know, you can't have negative terrible news going on over here, and then over here you got nothing but terrible news over there. You need something positive. She said, be careful every day. I will, Candace. Thank you so much for being concerned. I definitely will. He better not be crazy. Look, y'all hear me with my 21 thumbs up. Yellow boy better not be crazy. I told him to. You better show enough act like you got some sense. That would be so disturbing. If he gets to talking crazy, acting crazy. Oh my gosh, I'd be just like, Lord, just tell me no. Why? Because he has a little bit of a what's the word? I'm going to be careful with the words I use. He's very stern in his demeanor. Now he's mild mannered. He talks real quiet, but when he says something, he's adamant about what he's talking about. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll leave it at that. He's very, stern in his words and how he feels about things. But I like him, and I am attracted to him, so we will see. Oh, thank you, Nitra. Y'all have me. I told myself, I said, if things ain't going well for the queen, she ain't feeling good about something, she can jump on, honey, that YouTube and talk till she blue in the face, and somebody will join and listen to her talk, even if they ain't really care about what she's talking about. One of y'all to get up here and join and listen and leave a comment or two, and I appreciate that, because you all have really cheered me up. The past 2 weeks, you have really made me feel better. Ooh, nose itching, sinuses. Oh, this weather. That's what I say. This weather in Tennessee is horrible. Messes with your sinuses. You all have made me feel so good, and just the commentary and your jokes, because y'all know y'all can put down some comments, baby. I could get on here and really never say nothing, but just say, now today's topic is, and then shut up, don't say nothing. Y'all know y'all come back with some crazy stuff. Especially Nitra. Nitra, you know you'll come back with some stuff. No, ma'am, no, ma'am. The one that needs to get his life together. What about him? That's the one, that's Mr. Maryland. Hey, Video Chip, how are you? You are late. We've been on here hour and 37 minutes, baby. Talking about men wearing women clothes. Shut your mouth. Ooh, the devil's a liar. Well, my sweetie pie, he ain't wearing no gal dresses. He better not. Look, I better not see that Negro in no dress. Or no skirt. Or as they say down in Atlanta, a pocketbook. Oh, Regina, you crazy. Talking about nose itching means you getting a visitor soon. Oh, you so funny. That's an old saying. That's an old saying. I believe that's a saying we used to have in Chicago. Mama used to have all kind of saying about, your hand itching, you gonna get some money. I wish that bad boy itch. I wish both of them would itch. Let my feet itch too. Don't stop with the hands. Let Queen get all she can get. Oh my gosh. But yes, he is supposed to come see the Queen this weekend. So we will see how that goes. If he, shows up. If he doesn't, like I told him. If not, that's fine. I mean, it's not no rush. It's not no rush. I mean, it'd be nice to see him because he's off on the weekend. So, that's why it would be nice to be able to talk to him because he works, long hours. So naturally, he's tired when he gets off from work. He really don't like, chit-chatting on the phone much. You know how some men are. Is this the guy that took a few days to call last week? One of them. I've been talking about two, Video Chimp. Mr. Professional is the one that, works in politics. And we haven't heard from him since around Thanksgiving. Yes, very nice, very nice. And Mr. Yellow Boy is the one who I met a month or so ago, and he's just been, jump on 1 week, jump off 1 week. So we have reconnected, and we've been talking the past, 2 days or so, and it's been okay. It was a little bumpy, but we have an understanding. He's basically gave me the 411. on his work schedule, his habits or whatever. And as I told him tonight, you're used to doing things a certain way because one, you are single, you work all the time. He also has smaller children, who, live outside his home or whatever. And you're used to doing things a certain way. So you're not used to breaking up the monotony because you haven't been doing anything else but doing things a certain way. So naturally, you're going to be stern about talking on the phone, doing this, going home, taking care of your business, whatever. Well, he was slower to connect, and that was the problem, Video Chimp. He had reservations about me, I guess, being serious, because, he has small children. But like I told him, just like you have been adamant about how you live your life and you've been doing what you've been doing a certain way, that's the same way I have lived. I am a single woman who don't have any small children, school-age children. I don't have any grandchildren. I don't have any family to contend with. I'm not responsible for anybody. So I can live my life as I choose. If right now somebody came to me and said, Angela, I got a job offer for you in California, woo, 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 I can go because I don't have anything keeping me here. Okay, with the hand itch. Oh, yeah, never put your purse on the floor. That's true. Okay, Video Chimp. But yeah, so he's used to being a certain way. You understand? He's like most typical men. He's not a phone person. He's let that be known, which, that kind of bother me right now, only because I like to talk on the phone. I'm old school. That's just who I am. I'm not into all the social media with the texting and all that kind of stuff. And like I told him, how can I get to know you if we don't talk on the phone? I just don't know how anybody can talk to somebody and try to date them. And he was like, well, I'm going to make time for that. Don't worry about the thank you, Nietzsche. Nietzsche said, I'm glowing. Yeah, I got the glow. Look, we know it ain't no baby. Hello. Look, we know it ain't no infant in that tummy from the glow. Ooh, say it. Girl, I would die. Do you hear me? If I started getting sick and I went to the doctor and he told me I was pregnant, she told me I was pregnant. Oh, I do want to change the scenery. I'm at that point in my life. I'm older now. Like I said, I don't have any obligations. I live a single person's life. I don't explain myself to nobody. I don't have to answer to anybody when I come and go. So I can do what I want wherever I live. Doesn't matter. But like I said, his lifestyle is different than mine because he has smaller children. So yes, that would be an adjustment to, get used to talking to somebody with small children. And I told him, honestly, I didn't think I'm stuttering now. I ain't thought about dating nobody with no kids because I don't be around small children. And most men my age don't have children as young as the ones that he has. You understand what I'm saying? So, yes, that would be an issue. And I went on and told him that because I haven't had to be around men that's had kids. Most of the men I've met, they could jump up and say, hey, can you be ready this time? I'll come pick you up. Woo, woo, woo. They're not going to pick up, children from their mother's house or a relative's house, try to spend time with them. Okay, Regina. Regina says that I know that Atlanta is the gay capital. Well, I've heard there are a lot of gay men there, African-American gay men. I've also heard people who live in Atlanta told me not to come there because there are no men there and because there's, expensive to live. Those are the main reasons I've heard not to go there because of the crime. One, the crime, no men, homosexual men, and it's expensive. God might have different plans than you thought. Video Chimp, you are so right. And that's what I told myself. That's what I told myself after I talked to him this morning. I slept on it and I said, you know what? You have been crying and moaning about wanting to meet somebody. You've been crying and moaning about somebody following through, calling you, conversating. Okay, he's finally decided to do that now. It just so happens he's only a few hours from you, but he has children. Are you willing to throw away a chance in maybe getting to know somebody and or being happy because they have smaller children? And I told myself I'm not going to risk talking to somebody just because they have small children, because we know naturally a lot of women have children, and it's not fair for somebody not to want them and the women not get love or date somebody because they have kids. But you do have men that don't want to date women with children either. Well, they don't. Because a lot of men, they just say they don't want to date nobody with kids. They don't want, they don't want any type of trouble they think they may have to encounter with baby daddies and little bitty attitudes because things do change when you factor in children. Everybody knows this. This is the reason why a lot of people don't want to date people with children, because you are now taking on that role of being involved with these people, whether you want to or not. Thank you, Nitra. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad I feel a little better too. I do. You talk about dealing with small attitudes, people you don't know nothing about. These are little people who didn't ask to come here, and they don't get to choose their parents' lovers and boyfriends and girlfriends and wives and stuff. So, you have to think about all that when you're dating people. That's why I always say a lot of people don't think about nothing when they date. You're just looking at physical. Oh, he's handsome. She's pretty. Da, 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 da. You're not thinking about how they live, where they live, what kind of family they got, their views on things, their views on working, money, religion, sex, all the important stuff that makes a relationship. Everybody's just jumping in. Ooh, he handsome, girl. Because naturally, that's what I said when I saw him. Woo, he fine. Oh, of course. What else did I have to go on? That's all I could see. That's the pictures. And then, we started talking on the phone briefly. But what else did I have to go on with him? We weren't talking. I'm not going to learn him until I start talking to him. He's not going to learn me and what I'm about. But as he said, thank you, Kim. Hey, he said today, he said, you are so silly. I said, oh, I'm full of jokes. He says, no, that's not what I mean. I'm just saying, you're just so silly. I'm like, oh, I make you laugh. He's like, yeah, you do. I said, well, that's what my fans say. I make them laugh too. She said, I would not or do date men with, oh, I would not. Okay. Well, see, that's how I was feeling. Is that I didn't want to date a man that had small children or school-age children for that very reason, for the reason of they will always be obligated for some time to be accessible, because you always have to remember, if he's a hands-on father, which he is, the mother could call and say the children are sick. Something could happen to the mother. Now he's the sole responsible caretaker of the children. Something comes up with the kids that they need. They got an appointment, soccer game, little league, recital. You have to think about all that. So now you're dating this guy you're just so happy with. Now you may want to plan something for the weekend. You might want to plan something at night or something through the week. Well, you can't, because he got to go do something for his children, or a child's got a game, or like I said, a play or something. Those things you got to think about. You got to think about when it's his turn to pick up his children and spend time with them. You might want to spend time with him. You might want to go somewhere. You might have been invited out of town. Well, that's his weekend to get his kids. If that's, if that was his arrangement. He don't have an arrangement. He let that be known. He doesn't have any type of arrangement with the mother. So he's hands-on all day long with his children. There is no certain days he goes and, gets his children. He gets them, see them whenever he wants. So that's the arrangement that he and the mother have. And there's nothing I can do about that, because that's the point. That's not my plight. Nothing I can say. It's tricky, but it's better than a player. I fell in love with a father. It takes maturity. Video champion, you're absolutely right. You're right. You have to be very mature to date anybody that has children, and you don't have any small ones to contend with, because the children are there. What are their ages? Oh, 3 and 4. I know. Y'all were like, like, oh, they're babies. Oh, Jesus. They are babies. I was just sitting there thinking about that today, like, oh, Lord, these are just the itty bitty spiders. And I bet they're beautiful, too. Oh, look at Ed Wheeler said, no. Video Tim said, wow. I know, y'all. Don't rub it in, please. Because y'all gonna blow my high if y'all start with the comments, because you know I've already been beating myself up about this. You know I've been beating myself up. Y'all know that. So please don't rub it in. Please don't. You know, that's that old saying, be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. Well, that's true video. I might fall in love with them. And I thought about that today too. I thought about that today. I thought about that. Hey, Pallets, how you doing? I thought about that too. I thought, you know what? You so stubborn and set in your ways too. And you so used to doing your thing and can pop and jump and go when you want. You might meet the little children one day if y'all still talking. And you might actually like being around the little ones. And it's not like I don't like being around children. The point is I don't have any small ones. Okay. So that's the point. If I decide to keep your baby today, your 5-year-old, your 6-year-old, I know I can send them back. Hello. I can send them back to their rightful owner. It's not the same. If you date somebody, you get serious about the person with the children, and God forbid they decide to ask you to marry them or something, or y'all decide to play house together, well, now you have to be hands-on with these children. You can't play like you can't have a child. Nietzsche, you lost your damn mind. Nietzsche. See, I'm about to get choked. Nietzsche, you in that little box right there. You in that little jukebox. Queen ain't having nothing. What? The toddler's less better than puberty. What if I fall for the D? I can't believe you just said it in this chat. Your nasty mouth. I'm going to spank you. Hold on a minute. I got to read that again. Edwina, you got to be ashamed of yourself. You got to be ashamed of yourself. Hello, Latrice. We talking about crazy nonsense right now. They picking on the queen. I can't fool with y'all. My bracelet turned up. Well, I might fall for him and that or whatever. Edwina, I think I'm already falling. That's what I'm scared of. I told him that today. I said, ooh, I am scared to meet you, honey. I'm doing good, Latrice. How are you doing, baby? But you know you need that. Edwina, I need everything. I need just somebody to just seriously be in tune to Angela. You know what I'm saying? Conversation, affectionate, talk to me, check on me, call me. He's already let me know he's not a phone person, and like I said, that, that kind of makes me a little leery because I want, somebody to talk to at 3 and 4 is good. Yeah, but 3 and 4, you still got to be feeding them. They can't go to the refrigerator and get their own food. They can't tie their own shoes. Y'all forgot. Yeah, they may not be 6 months old, but 3 and 4 may not still know how to tie your shoes. Still need help in the bathtub. Are y'all really thinking about what y'all saying? Still got to help bathe. They're toddlers, right? So you are rearing these children, even though they are not mine. But I'm just saying, these babies have to be reared into little adults. And I'm just the type. I'm the type. I don't want to tell nobody what to do. I don't want to tell nobody, put that up, leave that alone, don't touch that. Stop. I don't want to do that. Because my patience is short. And I don't want to be disrespectful to somebody. Because let me tell you, I can get like that with a grown up. You come in there throwing your shoes anywhere. Oh, he has a good relationship with the mother as far as I know. The mother takes care of the children. He and her have a good relationship. He comes, gets his kids whenever he feels like it. They have a good open arrangement as far as him, coming to get his children and everything. No, the mother's in the picture. The children stay with the mother. He's not raising his children. Let me make that clear. The children have a mother. They live with the mother. But his relationship as far as getting the kids whenever he's not on no schedule or nothing like that. Yeah. Oh, she said video chill crazy good. They have a mom. Okay, but what did I tell you all about that? If something happens to the mother, just saying if, and let's just say we're in a serious place. If something happens to the mother and nobody's fighting to get the children, y'all see where I'm going. Right. Anything happen with them kids, mama, and he's the one that can get the kids. He's a few years younger than me. He's not a whole lot. He's in his 40s. Regina, we're just talking hypothetical, baby. We're just talking hypothetical. That's why he was leery about trying to talk to me. This is what he's saying now. His second version. He's leery about the children issue because he's had an issue with his children meeting somebody that he liked to care for, whatever. You know, he said his children get easily attached. So I get all that. See, that's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all thinking, oh, you're jumping the gun, but no, I'm not. Because these are the things you need to think about before dating people. How they live, the lifestyle they got, their ways, all that. Because you don't want to look up and start liking somebody and then start saying, well, they didn't tell me that. Or they didn't explain that to me. And now you got feelings for them. So, exactly. Does that mean exactly, Nietzsche? So I'm thinking about everything. How he lived, what relationship he got with his own mama, everything, because we're going to talk about all this Saturday. When he comes to see me or whatever, we go out to eat, whatever, we're going to talk. Ooh, Sheena Rogers. Oh. Y'all about to make me pass all the way out of here. She said twins. 5-year-old twins. He does have a job. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. He explained his nice professional job. He has a good job where he's making some good change. And I don't mean $10, $12. I don't mean $20 an hour. Up. So he's doing very well for himself. He's trying to, buy him a home. That's his plan. So I can see why he's the type that he's not really like, wanting to go out and spend this money. Because, I watch all that. You have to watch all that in the conversation because, you start thinking when a person says, well, I don't like going out to eat. I don't want to do this. First thing you're thinking is, well, is he cheap? You don't want to spend no money? So he finally said today, well, I'm trying to buy a house. That's my goal because, I have smaller children. I said, oh, okay, you're right. Well, that's understandable. Because after a while, it's expected. You're grown, you make decent money, you should have a house. So at least he has goals, Right, and we talked about that, Regina. We talked about that, Miss Regina. He brought that up, that he does not want anyone to meet his children until maybe 6 months down the road if he feels that he is serious about me or whomever. Right, a good friend if anything. Well, that's true. Right, it could turn out to be just that because I don't know where it's going to go. Like you said, we haven't even had the first date. Oh, Terry, you're so sweet. Girl, he would love to hear you saying that. He sounds like a good catch. Because, honey, King, he toots his own horn. He toots his own horn. I think he's, a pretty, confident guy. He's got his ways about him. Like I said, he's got his ways about how he thinks, what he want to do with himself, how he want to do it. Just like I got my ways of how I want to do things. And like he said, you have to compromise. And that's the whole point of when you like somebody, you're going to have to compromise on something. Because it's always going to be something that you're not going to agree on with somebody that you like. No, I don't want to meet nobody's kids. No, honey. Let me get to know the owner of the vehicle. Look, I'm keeping it real. Let me get to know this owner of this vehicle, baby. Let me see his temperament, what makes him happy, what makes him sad. And that's what I plan on doing, Video Chimp, is enjoying his company. You all are making me feel so good now. Because I don't want to think nothing negative. Because I don't want to put off no. Hey, Margaret in the house. Everybody say hello to Margaret. He finally caught alive. I do not want to think negative. Because as I state, the energy we put out into the atmosphere is important. Because, I can't complain about wanting to meet somebody. I'm going to keep saying that. And then he's got something about him that maybe I don't agree with, like having the smaller children. I say, well, no, better leave that alone. Let me see first. Let me learn, like I said, let me learn the owner of the vehicle and see, hell, if we can get along. But I do enjoy talking to him. His conversations are good. Like I said, he's very mild-mannered. He's not loud and boisterous. He don't seem like a hellraiser. He don't seem like he's no drunk or nothing like that. He's always lucid and talking with some sense when I talk to him. So that's a good thing, because I don't want to talk to no man that's belligerent and fuss and cuss and be going off. And no, he did slip up today because he was in traffic trying to talk to me going home for work. And he cussed, and I said, oh, and he said, what he said? Shut up. I said, what? I said, I never heard you curse. So it threw me off. Lord, he get around the queen on a good day, and the queen ain't on this jukebox. He'd be like, oh, who this sailor? I have to work on that. Sometimes I slip up when I'm mad. When I'm really mad and I've been stressed out like how I've been the past month, the devil's been on the queen's back. Ooh, honey, y'all just don't know what the queen going through right now. I can't tell all my business, but let me tell you, the queen is being tested, baby. And I have just been, ooh, my mouth, oh my God. If these walls could talk, he is in Nashville, Tennessee. He is 3 hours from the queen, right up the road, as they say. He is up the road. Let me tell you all something, because, like I said, I don't tell everything about myself. But I told him this evening. I said, do you know I was conceived in Nashville, Tennessee? That is where my parents met. Before I was born, my mother and my father connected the dots, and Big Ange was conceived in the belly of her mama in Nashville. Oh, when you like Nashville? Yeah, I think it's up and coming. I think they got some good things going on in Nashville. But you know what scares me about that little place? I just thought about it. That's flat once you get to Nashville. That place floods. I just thought of it. Y'all know the queen can't swim. Nashville had a bad flood years ago. Ooh, Ooh, baby, ain't nowhere for the water to go. That natural area, it flooded bad. Seriously, it flooded real bad. So, you have to think about stuff like that too. You decide you want to relocate somewhere, you need to know all of that. You need to know if you need a rowboat, some paddles, some little duck wings to carry around in your purse, some little blow-up wings. Ooh, I'm going to show it out. He going to be like, I can't believe you said that, Angie. Y'all be shaming yourself. No, Dollywood is in Sevierville. That's going up my way. Yeah, Dollywood is in the Smoky Mountains, which is really south. I never consider it south for some reason. When I think of the mountains, I'm always think of up. But when you look at the map, the mountains are south. So Sevierville is less than an hour from me from where I'm at. Because I'm on the outskirts. In the county. I'll never really tell y'all that, but I'm in the county, so the county area. But it's a nice place to go, and it's a good place to take children. Take your kids to Dollywood if y'all like riding the rides and stuff, and Splash Mountain and all that kind of stuff, and getting you some good eats and cotton candy and funnel cakes. Oh, that area is known for funnel cakes. But those of you who love putting that sugary powder on top of them funnel cakes, you could eat them till you blue in the face up through that. Because it's Sevierville. The next small town is Pigeon Forge. And then after Pigeon Forge, it's Gatlinburg, over Gatlinburg. And that's where you got more, attractions dealing with, winter weather, like the fake snow they put on the little ski slopes or whatever. It's a nice area. It's a high tourist area. So they're always hiring up in those parts. Good for tourism and jobs, during the spring and summer months. It slacks off during the winter, such as, right now. There's not probably a lot of revenue, except for the outlet malls and stuff. If you all like shopping a lot, like the Nike outlet, things like that. You can go up there and, go to the outlet stores and buy you some nice little, clothes and shoes and things like that. But I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling really good about everything. I'm just blessed to be above ground. I'm blessed to have you guys as my fans. And I'm gonna tell you all something. If the Lord permits me to ever get famous, don't think a queen will not forget about some of you. Because I won't. Because what I'd like to do one day, when I really start find the right job in the entertainment field, a role, a TV, movie, film, something. Because I know they do filming in Nashville too. I know y'all know about that. They do a lot of filming of movies and stuff in Nashville now. The Queen will still keep this channel, but I'll probably be doing different things on the channel. It'd be more of me blogging my life in the entertainment business. And I will definitely be passing my royalties back into the chat, if you get my drift. I would love to give back to you all and give, money and prizes and things like that, when I get myself situated. Oh, Lord, Edwina. Polygamy. Where in the hell how we get on that subject? Wait, we done went from talking about Gatlinburg and Dollywood to Video Champ. You sure did it right. We done went from talking about this man, children, Dollywood to polygamy. Now, Weena, I believe you drinking. What Beyonce said, watermelon. Girl, you ought to stop it because it is. Well, girl, I'm about to stutter. Do you hear me? Let me tell you something. Not yet, Edwina. Now you're being negative. My little friend, he ain't thinking about no polygamy. You think that man want another wife and got some small children to take care of after he just got through crying about how expensive it was living in Atlanta when he lived there years ago? That man ain't trying to take care of no 2 wives and some children too. Oh, you talking about not drinking yet. You the way you been commenting, I think you done had some drinks. You done had something. Ooh. What you been drinking in your little coffee mug? Oh, my store. Oh my God, y'all keep me on my toes. 16 in the house, 22 thumbs up. Y'all know what I'm gonna do. Y'all know I'm gonna send them this live, right? Red wine. You know what? Guess what? I plan on getting me some wine the end of the week. Okay, we going into Thursday. I got a little whiskey left in my decanter. I do believe I'm gonna treat myself to some bottles of wine, and I may tell my friend to bring me some, Mr. Yellow Boy. Bring the Queen something, or whatever he drinks is fine too. But I do plan on getting me some wine for myself because I need to mellow out because I'm feeling real mighty fine. The Queen is feeling really mighty fine. And guess what? I'm going to send him this live when I get off and upload this to YouTube. I'm sending him this video. Edwina, that's where I grew up, Chicago. You need to stop. I grew up on 47th and Calumet. 47th Street where I grew up, and 51st and King Drive. Got some Jack Daniels. Oh, Nature, you is my best friend. Nature, you need to send me that bottle. You don't need it. Oh, you in Hyde Park. Oh, wow. Regina said, no, don't send him this live. Why not? He needs to see what type of person I am. He needs to see what I talk about. I don't want him to ever be surprised that one day he decided to get bored and stumble on one of these lives and be like, what the hell? Do you understand what I'm saying? Best you know now than later. Because I've already told him I was going to send him the live for Saturday night, but I realized it wasn't a few minutes in. I was talking junk about him. I was like, ooh, he done made me upset, not texting, not talking. She said this might freak him out. Video Champ, what do you think he and I be talking about when We talking on the phone, everything. So how I'm talking to you all right now, I'm the same person when I'm on the phone with him. Why you think he said I'm silly? Because I'm the same person. I'm not different. I'm not. But I understand what you're saying. I tell you what though, these men have shown up in the Queen DM. Angie Wi-Fi said send it, darling. You know, he might cuss me out like, what the hell? But I don't think I said anything negative about him in this live. This live, right. This live has been very positive as far as talking about him and how, you know, we have conversed the past day and his concerns about me, my concerns about him. So there's nothing in this live that I think that should shock him in any way, because everything I'm telling you is what we were basically talking about, you know, in general terms anyway. Only thing he may be shocked about is just some of y'all commentary pertaining to the subject matter. I'm just saying. But he shouldn't be shocked at nothing I'm saying about him and, you know, our situation as far as trying to get to know one another, because I've already voiced my concerns and he's voiced his concerns, you know, with me as far as, you know, his lifestyle and everything. So I like the king. Yes, I do. I like the king a lot. Salvation. Oh my gosh. If only y'all knew. Ah! If only y'all knew. Oh, honey. The queen is, there ain't no words right now. Regina said, no, we done talked about everything, including hypotheticals. Nope, don't send it too soon. Okay. Well, I did send him a video of the Lisa McCoy video, because, you know, that was neutral. That was just my opinion of what she said about Halle Berry. Now, at first, he acted like he couldn't explain his opinion, because I said, what do you think of the video I sent you about Lisa Ray? He said, well. I said, well, you didn't like my delivery, or it was the subject matter? I started explaining to him, because I said he probably didn't really watch the whole thing, because he said he didn't finish the end or something. So then that's when he said, what she got to say about Halle Berry? Look, he jumped up like somebody grabbed up. What she got to say about Halle Berry? She probably ain't got no man. I said, that's the whole point of the video. That's the whole point of these people on YouTube talking about this heifer. Like, you don't even know Halle Berry. You don't know anything about her private parts. So why in the world are you worrying about her private part being the reason why she can't keep a man? Well, if that's the case, Halle Berry and other people can say the same about you. Your snatch is raw and messed up and befuddled, because you don't keep a man. You don't have a man as we speak, I don't believe. Well, I didn't have a problem with Lisa Ray. I didn't know her. I don't know her personally. I don't like the comment she made about Halle Berry having a bad snatch. Excuse my language. Kitty box. She said her Miss Kitty is not right. And my thing is, you don't know what her Miss Kitty is like unless you done been with her. And anyway, whatever you got to bring to the table with Miss Kitty ain't the same as what a man gonna bring to the table. Do y'all get my drift? Okay, let's stay woke. So I felt like that was disrespectful to say anything negative about Halle Berry, because people are questioning why you don't have a man. What does Halle Berry have to do with why you don't have a man? Halle Berry is not the subject. If you didn't like somebody saying, well, you ain't got no man, or why you ain't got no man, you should have just said, well, I don't feel like I need to explain myself. What does Halle Berry have to do with it? Lisa, her man left her for a man. Okay, I'm dead. Oh, Satan. Well, who was she dating? That left her for girl? Wait a minute, I'm going to take y'all back to the books, baby. For the old schoolers in the building, black folks, that is. These last $2, I'm not gonna lose. Take me to the casino. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Said her husband was with Dwayne Martin. Well, see, that's what this YouTuber was talking about in his video, is that Dwayne Martin was coming to the islands and bringing women or finding women to hook up for the husband, for her husband. Now, I don't know anything about the two men getting down. Oh, get it from her daddy. Girl, let me go back in this comment, pull that up. You better shut your mouth. Regina, you right. You right. You right. Right. Or what he said, meet me at the casino. Excuse me, take that back. Lord, I love some Johnny Taylor. Honey, my daddy got me hooked on Johnny Taylor back in the day because my daddy was a master driver. He could travel up and down that highway from Chicago to Tennessee. Oh, baby, he had a queen riding with him. And my daddy had me listening to everybody from Teddy Pendergrass, Marvin Gaye, Johnny Taylor. That's how I found out about Johnny Taylor, through my daddy. I'd ride up in the car with him. He asked me to, ride up the highway with him. And the next thing I know, he popping that little cassette player, honey. You see how old that was. And there you go. Oh, I love the blues, Nitra. Oh, Lisa said it in the TV one. Well, I'm gonna have to look up that interview. Thanks for letting me know about that. Because I want to hear this storyline, because this is what's sickening to me. Like I told you all in my live this week. You had no business saying anything about Halle Berry because that woman ain't bothering you. 2, you got your own problems dealing with your daughter and your mother living in your house in California. That's why you was on Yaya TV show on the OWN network, because that's who I call Yana Van Zandt, Yaya. You was on there giving the tea about why y'all 3 don't get along living in the same house. Oops, with your granddaughter too. So 4 generations living in the same house don't get along. Bye, Felicia. Then you crying on a rant with your the brat, acting all sentimental with your sister, doing a live with a bunch of women. Then we see you in a live with your Tisha Campbell, and the title of that YouTuber's video is Tisha rallies behind how Dwayne treated Lisa, woo woo woo. So all you got going on in your life, Miss Ray, why in hell would you throw shade and a disrespectful comment to another African-American sister about her private parts being trash? That's just disrespectful, and it's low down because you had no right to say it. You don't have no proof to say it. Hello, London B. How you doing? You had no proof about her kitty cat. And if the kitty cat is trash, that's between her and Boo Boo Kitty. Obviously, the trash, her kitty ain't bad because she got baby daddy, husbands, and they didn't hit it and run. So you ought to be shaming yourself to say that about that woman like that. And as one of you had said the other day, Miss Halle Berry responded. I can't remember what one of y'all said she said. But I tell you what I would have said if I was Halle Berry. Okay, uncensored. Nitra be on top of these shows. Nitra be keeping up with all this crazy stuff they doing. Well, that's what I was thinking, Edwin. She's just jealous. Yeah, that's what I think. Because why you pick Halle Berry out of all the black women in Hollywood to mention that ain't got a man? There's a lot of black women in Hollywood ain't got no man. There's a lot of white women in Hollywood don't have no man or no husband. Yeah, Nitra, I believe it. She bitter, right? She's bitter about her life. She's probably bitter that she don't have a man. She's probably bitter she ain't married to a man who has enough substance and pocketbook to support her like all these other women who meeting these wealthy husbands, wealthy men, because she's pretty. Well, see, that's another thing we don't want to say either bad about her. That, because she's pretty, she got a nasty attitude, or she's ornery, because those are the stigmas that come along with a person with a bad attitude. Or they're lighter skin, or they think they're pretty, they think their hair pretty. I don't want to say that about her because I don't know the heifer. Now, that's a good point, Nitra. She thought she would be an A-lister. Well, guess what? Oh, Holly. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, baby. Well, see, that's the thing I think true. I think Lisa Ray realized she didn't reach the top of the ladder as Miss Halle Berry. Miss Halle Berry can command a salary off the top. If somebody come to her right now saying, we'd like to offer you a movie role, she can say yes or no. Do you get my drift? She don't have to take it. Lisa Ray, on the other hand, 9 times out of 10 would take it, even if the pay wasn't for $20,000 for a scene in a movie. I said it. I sure did say it. Halle Berry can command upper figures in the millions. And that's just a known fact because she's made her name already. She said Lisa Ray was on her back. Well, it's just sickening because this is what's wrong with us African American people in general, throwing shade and talking bad about each other for no reason. Oh yeah, Lisa had her. Yeah, I remember that show. I didn't watch much of it, but I remember that. Well, I don't know about her husband and Dwayne doing the do, but I do know it was said that he was helping hook the man up with different women, which I think is so sick because Lisa said in her interview she considered that they were friends, and so for him to do that was a betrayal to her. And so see, that's why once again, listening to her talk about that in an interview, then why would you then go throw shade at Halle Berry? Your husband's up here sleeping with everything with a pulse. Then your homeboy that you used to film with in a TV show would then come to the island trying to hook your man up with different women. And then you're going to go over here in this corner and throw shade on Halle Berry. That shows there's something wrong with you. You got some real problems. Over the top. She's just damn hateful, bottom line. She's too damn hateful. She's very hateful because there was no reason to bring Halle Berry's name up in no conversation in no form or fashion. That lady ain't doing nothing to you. She ain't bothering you. But like I told y'all in my live the other day, if I was Halle Berry and I heard what she said about me, the first thing I'd say is, well, at least I know I'm her type. I said it. At least I know I'm she type. Because you talking about me, my name on your tongue. What I said. Well, and want to wear white all the time. What's up with that? Bye, Puff Diddy, Puffy Combs, Sean Combs. Oh, give me a break. She all on Yaya with that white outfits on. Yaya come in like, oh, you look nice with your white. And I thought, don't flatter this hair for with all that. Honey, put some black on, or blue, or green, or red, yellow, purple, orange, pink, turquoise. I'm feeling good. That cup got me feeling good. I said it. The way she cussed her sister out. Okay, Nietzsche, y'all was saying something about her and the brat or somebody falling out. So what happened between she and the brat? What happened? Ooh. See, it's all kind of dysfunction with these folks. She said white represented her style. Which is what? I mean, which is the white represent what? Enlighten me. School of Queen. I'm slow today. Let me know what you're talking about, because I don't know what you're talking about, nature. What does white represent? White represents you better pray you don't touch your pants and get makeup on your pants and food on your pants. I hope not pure. Oh, Edwina, don't do it. Hadn't called her in months. Oh, okay. Well, the brat was probably going through something. I think she said that in that live where they all was talking. They had all the women in the different parts of the screen. She was briefly going on about that. I was watching the other day on YouTube. I didn't finish it because I didn't feel like watching all of it. Regina, you a mess. Lord have mercy. And while I was sitting here thinking about this week, going back home to Chicago, I thought maybe I should go back home, move back to Chicago where I can freeze to death. Sure enough, have arthritis in my tail. But I don't know about that. Well, I heard that many years ago that she preferred the color white, which I don't know. Because like I said, I have makeup on everything. I have to keep my off-white sofa covered because that old clay makeup gets on everything. It's hard to get it off your fingers. And when you touch something, you may think your fingers are clean, but they're not. I don't know what her hygiene is, but I'm just saying white gets dirty easily from anything, pets, eating, makeup, all that. And it ain't nothing you really want to be cleaning once it gets dingy and dirty. But unless she must think she got Oprah Winfrey money where she can put on a pair of blue jeans and throw them in the garbage when she's done after the first wear. I'm just saying. You ain't heard it from me because I ain't one to gossip. Y'all don't want me to talk about Miss Jenkins. Don't nobody talk bad about Miss Jenkins. Y'all remember that? Oh, and Live in Color. Nietzsche said her attitude. She didn't care for her attitude. Well, this is what I say about people like that. It's obvious she's not humble. She's not a nurturer. What comes around goes around. That's how I look at it. Because when she was doing that interview with Yaya, she was very stoic and very melancholy. She was just sitting there, like I told y'all, acting like she was on a B train, waiting to get off at her stop. That's how she was acting. Yaya was steady talking to her, and she was just sitting there, like that, like old mannequin. And I said to myself, this girl ain't hearing a word you saying. Yaya, you talking to yourself. She ain't on what you on, because the grandmama was hype. Now nobody can tell me that grandmama wasn't from the shy, because she act like she was straight out the projects, like she wanted to fight somebody. Well, Regina, this is how I look at it. Even if she never reached the status like Halle Berry and other African American actresses, there's still a way of conducting yourself, and there's a way of talking, and delivery is everything. So going out here throwing nasty shade, derogatory comments about a person's private parts is just disrespectful and uncalled for. And she didn't have no business saying nothing about that woman's box. Halle Berry ain't worried about what you talking about. Halle Berry trying to live and feed them kids. She is not worried about what you talking about. What you need to do is be worried about trying to pay your note on your house and find you a suitor to help pay your due bills during COVID and help pay your house off if it ain't paid for, pay your car off if it ain't paid for. You see where I'm going? That's what you should be focused on instead of gossiping about somebody's boo-boo kid. Because see, that's street folks talk. Worried about how somebody smell and look and all of those type of nonsense. That's stupid. No grown woman should be worried about another woman's kitty cat. I ain't worried about none of y'all cats out there in the box. What it look like, what it smell like, what it tastes like, excuse my language. I'm just saying, why would I be into that? That's crazy. Well, and see, haven't you ever noticed that, Nitra? The people who are the thirstiest always are the ones doing the most lashing out. Think about it. All those who may be having financial problems, they're not doing much in their career. They're always the ones bad-mouthing somebody, talking crazy, throwing shade, belligerent, disrespectful. And you get a few that's hop on the throne like number 45. He think his Shia Pluto stink, so he can talk about everybody. Your mama, your daddy, your cousin. But in the end, what you're saying doesn't matter because you're irrelevant. You null and void. Well, right. Imaginary beef. But see, right now, nature, it's not even imaginary beef. You done spoke on that woman. So the word is out. So Halle Berry is probably feeling some type of way. And like I told you all in my live the other day, Lisa Ray, you forgot Hollywood ain't big. You gonna be somewhere in Hollywood one day, going to get your little ice cream cone. Y'all want to step out for the night and go get a little eatery in a little fine Italian restaurant, and who you think you gonna pop in and bump into? Woo! Going in or coming out of the restaurant. Halle Berry. I said it. Hey, Halle. Ooh, cut your nose, spike your face. Yes. That's you already know that's on the table to happen. Lisa Ray is going to be at somebody's function when this COVID lifts and we finally can get back to going places and doing things. Lisa Ray going to think the smoke done cleared. And she going to be somewhere twisting in her little white outfit. And she going to run neck to neck, nose to nose with Halle Berry. And baby, oh, you going to smell the funk. Where you at? You hear me? That's going to be the 411 on social media. How Lisa Ray looked when she bumped into Halle Berry somewhere. She need to be very careful. Because let me tell you, if she was in the street, if she was living a regular person's life, oh, they've been snagged her. They've been snagged all she hair out. Queen Bee, look, they've been snatched her hair out. Hello? And Lisa Ray got some nice hair too. Some nice little, she got a few tresses, excuse my language. She got a few little strands. Oh, baby, you do not want your hair pulled out at 50-something years old, because that's not a cute look. I'm just saying. Because if you was in the street, they've been tagged you, baby. They've got you, oh my God. They would have been, mafia style. They'd been waiting on you. They wouldn't even been waiting for you to come out the house. They'd have went and found you. And be like, oh, there she is. Come on. We're going to wait. As y'all love to say, in the bushes. Wait a minute. Come to your front door, deliver the newspaper. I'm just saying, you have to be careful how you talk about people, treat people. She said, Lisa's a beautiful woman, but that mouth is reckless. Regina M. says that. Well, as I stated to Miss Nitra, I don't keep up with a lot of news, entertainment news about what the famous people are into. I don't even watch Entertainment Tonight anymore, but reckless is right. I don't know what she's been doing and ain't been doing, but this comment here is foul and it's disrespectful to Halle Berry. And that used to be the joke back in the day, not to throw shade at Halle, but some comedians used to say, well, damn, if Halle Berry can't get a man, why should I be expecting to find a man? Because she's a beautiful lady. That was the running joke back then. Back in the day, women comedians would make jokes about, how pretty she is and she didn't have a man or woo woo woo, but it wasn't a nasty joke. This right here, this kitty cat comment is disrespectful to that lady. And hopefully, Halle Berry ain't thinking about her. She didn't, pushed it under the rug and, she's keeping it moving. What's our next subject before I check out of here? I am 2 hours and 32 minutes in. Thanks for joining me. 15 in the room, 24 thumbs up. Super Chatter Queen, if you feel like it, I surely do not mind. Any donation would be kindly accepted. I thank you all. Any upliftment to the channel. They sure did all the time on Comment View. Comment View. Comment View. Okay, I have to think about that. That's what I was going to watch today was some comedy, but I've been watching all these old R&B videos with Jodeci and Silk. I'm so hooked on them. Oh, Lord, I got a playlist so long, baby. It's long. I don't have it listed on YouTube because I kept that private, but I stayed up late in the morning, emotional, listening to Silk, Jodeci, everybody, Jesse Powell, whoever. And I love that song, You. And I said I was going to mention that in this live. The day I get married, God willing, I want somebody to please sing that song, You. Baby, I got to have it. I got to have it. Do you hear me? I am in love with that song. Oh, my goodness. That is a beautiful song. Jesse Powell. Y'all look it up on YouTube. Because Queen been playing music all the way from 2 o'clock yesterday up until almost daylight this morning. I said, let me carry my black butt into my bed. Honey, that music had a Queen going all day and night into the wee hours. That's how I get down. Sometimes I get that feeling I want to listen to some music. I cast my YouTube from my phone to my TV because I use the Roku box. And I sit back and listen to my videos. And I was listening to music tonight up until I went, rested for about an hour. Jumped up. I said, let me get up Make a video for my fans, my wonderful fans who are so funny. Because y'all keep a queen laughing, I swear. Y'all, oh my Lord. What I'm going to do with y'all? I'm going to be like Miss Seeley. I was married now. Not Miss Seeley, but Miss Sophia. I was married now. Jodeci Boys to me. I listened to all them today. Except for Jill Levert, Keith Sweat. I didn't listen to them, but I listened to Silk, Jesse Powell. Oh, let's see. Jodeci. Jagged Edge. Oh, I love Jagged Edge too. Oh my God. I gotta be. Lord have mercy. Don't get me started. Oh, I get emotional when I listen to that music. Oh, I do. I do, honey. Queen be almost, I be in tears. Sometimes I listen to that music that have me all emotional. Look at me telling all my business, but I do. I listen to some of them songs, I start to cry, especially when I listen to that. Oh my goodness. Oh, $15 video chip. That is so sweet of you. God bless you, honey. Thank you so much. That is so, so sweet of you. Zenobia Boston, where have you been? That is so sweet. Y'all are so good to the queen. Oh, Zenobia, where have you been? Up in Virginia. I tried calling my friend that's been sick in Virginia, the one I told you all about that supposed to got out of the hospital Saturday. I called her tonight. She didn't answer. Oh, I'm getting kind of worried now. She didn't answer that telephone. I sent her a text to ask her if she's okay. Oh, I love my music, honey. That puts me in the best mood. I turn the videos on and I listen to Jodeci and Silk. Oh, Lord have mercy. Honey, I be gone. Do you hear? I be in a whole nother world when I turn that music on. I'll probably turn it on when I get off here with you all. I'm fixing something to eat, and then I'm going to turn my music on my videos, baby, on my big TV, and I'm going to zoom on out. And then I probably turn on some true crime so I can be scared to damn death before I go to sleep. I told y'all I got to quit watching that true crime, that damn ID channel. That's going to be the death of me. I got to leave that stuff alone. That stuff ain't no good. That's why you see I have not been talking about no true crime. What you going to eat? Edwina, I haven't the foggiest idea. I'm thinking about eating a salad. Make me a nice salad so my lettuce don't go bad because I need to eat some salad. Yeah, ID channel has some crazy stuff. You know, and you know what's crazy is that it's really morbid to be indulging in stories about people being killed. Come on, let's just keep it real. But it's fascinating at the same time because you're trying to figure out why they do it. This and that, DNA, blah, blah, blah. But these stories are real. That's the messed up part. Is that these are real people who have been found or unfound. And it's sad. It's so sad. A 15 bean soup. Ooh, I don't know about that on my stomach. 15 beans. And ain't it's gonna have some vegetables in there too. Ooh, Satan. I don't know. My stomach is Jesus. I got a messed up stomach. I got IBS. So that I don't know about that. 15 beans. That got more ingredients than a Long Island iced tea. I don't know. Look, I don't know about that. Woo. Oh, Liz. Okay. Delicious, she says. Edwina Ramen. Regina, what's this on your I'm trying to look at your profile. I gotta put my bifocals on when I get out. What's that on your profile picture? Y'all know y'all a hot mess. We done talked about all these Satan's children. We talked about all the Satan's children tonight. Heaven Gate on Showtime. Okay. Showtime makes good stuff. HBO does good stuff too. I love a good documentary. I don't care what network I watch. I will look for a good documentary. That's probably what I turn on tonight. I'll probably go into Peacock or ID or not ID. I can't pull oxygen up for some reason. They like me to tangle with the network for some reason. Sign in all the time. It gets on my nerve. But I need to find me a good documentary because I like watching documentaries about people's lives. We are interesting creatures, aren't we? Because we're so selfish and we're so greedy and we're so honoring. An elephant with a heart balloon. What? Look, I watched something the other night. I believe it was the ID channel about this nurse in South Carolina. She had a good life, beautiful home with this older man from Florida. He wasn't real old. He was about 52 when he died. That heifer poisoned him with Visine because she was a nurse. So she knew to put that in there. She knew it would mess with his bowels, set him off. When the family came to move the bed out his house, to throw the bed out the room, they smelled a pungent odor, which was urine and fecal matter. So they knew something was wrong. And when they got the tinkering around that, you saw that Edwina? Girl, that was crazy. That man that laid up in that room at least 3 days defecating on himself. And you left him in there. So you didn't just that by accident. You put a little Visine in to get back at him because he was being mean to you, abusive to you. You knew that if you empty that whole bottle, even though it's a small bottle, but it's enough to cause damage to your organs and your bowels and everything, you knew what you were doing to kill that man. And what I think is so sad, although I do not know this man, if he was cruel or mean to her, the point is, you didn't have no right to kill him. You should have left him if he was cruel to you. And if he wasn't, you should have left him. Because if you stayed married to him a couple years, you could have got some damn alimony, dummy. Now you up in the prison doing what, 25 to life. And let me tell you something about going to jail. They walk in blonde, red, brown, but when they go to trial, straight gray. You can't tell me you can't worry yourself to death and get gray hair. You know how many people that went to jail and when they went to trial, they had a head full of gray hair? No red, no blonde, no black, no nothing. Straight gray. What she should have had. She shouldn't have killed that man. And his friend said he wasn't abusive. He loved her. He was a good guy. He never talked ill. He was never, a belligerent or rude. And, I always say, you don't know what people do behind closed doors. Now, that's one thing I will say. I'm not going to always believe what you say about somebody because I've seen people act a certain way with one person and they act another way with their friends and family behind closed doors because a lot of people live like that. And you know that from being a human yourself. They can be revered in the public, but behind closed doors, they calling their family members BITCHs and this and that, and you ain't worth nothing, and you worthless, and talk crazy to the children. But people in the public think they are another way. Now, you know that has been proven. And I can eyewitness it myself without testifying. So I can't go on record and say that man didn't abuse that woman. But what I am saying is she shouldn't have killed her husband. If she felt like he was a dog attitude, whatever, all you had to do was politely pack your luggage and get the hell on out of there. I'm not getting ready to sit in penitentiary for nobody talking bad to me, being mean to me. And I understand some people have a weak spirit and they will stay in a relationship and allow a person to dog them down to where they then collapse mentally and then lash out to want to harm the person. But you see, somewhere in all that breaking down of the spirit, you should have got your Kroger bag and your suitcase and got the hell on out of there. That's just how I feel. Too many people have walked away from bad relationships. I'm not about to give you that. See me locked up because you didn't know how to treat me. I'm not getting ready to go to jail. And I ain't saying I ain't been pushed out here in this world to want to beat somebody in their skull because I feel like that now, dealing with where I live. And I'm going to say it. A queen stays on edge over here at this dusty ass place where I live. Yeah, I said a Kroger bag. I always say a Kroger bag. Because sometimes, if you got to run up out your house, you may not be able to get your Louis Vuitton luggage. You might can't put nothing but a dress in a sack and run out the door. Because you don't never know how you're going to have to leave your house depending on how stuff go down in your marriage or your relationship. But like they say, if you're in an abusive relationship, you have to plot to get out. Unless they just beating you down and you got to run out then yeah, you running with just nothing. But when it's subtle, little subtle stuff, start saying little nasty things about you. You fat, you this, you ain't nothing. Wish I never married you. You a slob. Oh, the little subtle. Oh yeah, I know how to do that one. I know how to do that one. Oh yeah, I'm plotting all day to come up out of that. I'm plotting all day. I ain't gonna tell nobody nothing. I ain't gonna tell your mammy, your mama, your cousin, your son, mine, nobody. I ain't gonna tell nobody nothing. I'm just gonna politely start getting my pocket change. Go find somewhere to stay. Change my telephone number. And walk up out of there. And nobody knows where I'm at. And then I'm gonna take your kind tail to court. And you's gonna pay the queen. Especially if I've been married to you a long time and I was stupid enough to stay with you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just saying. See, a lot of women don't know how to do it. You gotta plot. Now, like I said, if it's a dangerous situation, you may not be able to plot to come out of there. Because you gotta run out with your life. But I'm just saying, when it's subtle, negative commentary, just real subtle, negative stuff, you just, okay, start plotting to get yourself out of there. Start saving your money. Start taking money out the account to get you a condo, house, whatever you're trying to get. And then you go get you somewhere to stay. And when you got everything you need, that's when you walk out of there and you already got a new phone number, all that. You don't do all that later. You do all that while you plotting. Get a new number. Stop telling your business. Don't talk to your so-called friends. Don't talk to your parents. Because in case you get one of them jackrabbits that want to get jiggy and put his hands on you and start going knocking on people's doors, looking for you with a gun and a rifle. I don't know. I ain't heard from her. I ain't seen her. She ain't been by here. I ain't talked to her in 4 or 5 days. Because you do got people like that. They will hunt your friends and family down and lay hands on them too. Well, that's right. Right. Midnight hour, whichsoever. But you have to know how to plot to leave somebody. But like I said, every situation isn't the same. You got somebody violent. 9 times out of 10, that's been going on so long, you've had ample enough time to plot and get out of that. Because a violent person, I just don't see a person that's just violent, that's knocking you around, knocking your teeth out, that they just woke up one day and started beating you up. Zenobia says she's been there. A lot of people say, he just changed all of a sudden. I don't know if I believe that. Because I can't see how a narcissist will just one day look at you and just knock you in your mouth. I know he has said something to you foul before he knocked your teeth out, before he blacked your eye. You understand what I'm saying? He done said something out of the way to you. I don't care if he told you he didn't like that colored dress. And then the day before that was your shoes. It was something. That's right, Nitra. Keep your documents in a secure place. That's right. That's right. You have to plan. Sometimes you can't do stuff at the spur of the moment. You know your situation. You know your finances. You know you don't got no money. You know you ain't got no schooling. You don't have no degree. You don't have this. You have to plot to come out of there. Like I said, if it's not just a really dangerous situation, it's just what I call mental cruelty. You plot your way out of there, honey. Well, that's right. Abuser usually has nothing nice to say. That's why I said I can't believe a person just wakes up and starts punching somebody in their face. I just don't believe that. Right. And that's my point, Regina. It's that I believe a man or woman will start by saying nasty things to you. I don't like this. I don't like that. Why you doing that? You always doing this. You always, to me, that's the start. I just refuse to believe somebody just wakes up 2 years in after marrying them and they just start beating you up. No, he been saying little nasty things to you. Now that's just my opinion. And I ain't saying I can't be wrong, but I'm just saying, a evil son of a you know what? Oh, he been saying stuff, especially negative. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna tell y'all something. You know, I tell y'all, give y'all bits and pieces of stuff going on in my life. Many years ago, when I was struggling, I came back from Chicago, and I was living, in a, lower income type place. Oh, I hooked up with some bum. I mean, this Negro he wasn't shit, excuse my language. He wasn't hitting on nothing. He was so negative. You could not say nothing about nothing. You couldn't say hello, good morning. He had something to say about whatever. Okay, so I was friends with Leonard Little. I'm going to throw his name out there for those who don't know him. He played for the University of Tennessee, and then he ended up going playing pro football after that. So Leonard was on the TV at that time. This was in '97. Leonard was probably might have been his last year of college playing for the University of Tennessee. So the news was on, and they were showing, the team members on the team, just talking about the team itself, the Tennessee Vols. So I must have said something like, "There go Leonard," or whatever, and he was like, "Why you always got something to say about blah blah him?" I knew then. I thought, this Negro ain't nothing. He didn't even want me saying nothing about somebody who I was friends with. And I thought, what is the big deal? I'm just making a comment here on the TV. That's bothering you? That somebody I know was on TV? It bothered him because he was nobody. He wasn't hitting on nothing. He was a bum. A bum. And let me tell you this. That bum showed me one night what he was made of, if you get my drift. And that same night, that's a wrap, bro. You don't put your hands on the queen, period. Ever. Let me tell you, the signs were there with all the negative comments, the negative energy, always have something to say, negative. And I saw him many years after that one day. I was at the Dollar General store, and I was in the line checking out. And he just so happened to come in the store. And you know how you just look over your shoulder. I looked over and saw him coming in the store. I want to act like I didn't even see that booger. and look, and I'm sure he wanted to talk and say, "How you doing?" or woo, woo, woo. Huh? Who? I didn't want to talk to you about nothing, baby. And water under the bridge. But I'm telling you, you have some men that are so negative and nasty. They are jealous. They don't want you to look pretty. They don't want you to feel good about yourself. Yeah, he was broken. Look, she said he turned dark. I don't know. I believe that Negro was dark when he came out of his mama. Let me stop. I'm telling you. Look, I didn't know him as a young person, but I don't know the way he was. Trust me, he was just a MF. Because he was the type, he talked too much. And them kinds, that's a turn off to me. I don't like walkie talkies. I don't like men that talk. I don't like men who discuss every little thing going on. That's a turn off to me. And he was just somebody that I met. And that thing, you young, you go with the flow. It was over when it started. Yeah. And then out of the blue, he just, he floored me because I was asking him to leave my house. I was telling him I didn't want him to stay in my house, and I had gathered his things. I go ahead and just tell it. I gathered his things, and he didn't like it. But I didn't want him in my house because I had enough of his negativity, and he wasn't bringing anything to the table. And I was just like, you know what? I can do better than this. I'm not gaining anything by talking to this person. But this is why I said we as people, we are in situations that we know are not beneficial to us because I see it every day. I talk to people all the time that are always complaining about a damn man. Now, I'm complaining that I don't have one, and they complain about somebody that don't treat them well, don't want to pay bills, cheating, sleeping around with other women. Just foul. And you can't do better alone. Because what you have to tell yourself, you was doing okay before you met him. So how the hell you think you can't do good after him. And that's what a woman and a man too needs to tell herself, himself. You don't need somebody to feel complete because we are visual creatures. We look at people and we're like, oh, he's so fine. Oh, she's so fine. Look at her. She's stacked. She got this. Okay. That don't keep no relationship. How good somebody look, how well they please you sexually, that don't pay bills. That does not bring respect to your household, to you as an individual. And we as people have that bad, that getting stuck in relationships with people from physical attributes. And that's the point, is that we are visual creatures and we look at people visually and we get sucked in from the looks, or it could be something they was doing for us financially. I don't know, everybody's reasons are different. But I'm telling you, if that's all you stuck on is how somebody look, you're going to be in a world of trouble. And men especially, because men have a habit of always wanting a lady to look a certain way. They want her to have a big butt, big boobs. They want her to have a small waist, this and that. And then they get to fooling with that girl. And then they think, oh, I don't like her attitude. Oh, we ain't got nothing in common. She don't know how to talk. We don't got nothing. Whatever it is. Now, you in there, you stuck, and you trying to figure out a way to get rid of her. Oh, Lord. Negative, dumb, and ugly. You know what? I'm trying to be serious here in this live. I'm about to get off here anyway. 2 hours and 56 minutes. I can't fool with y'all. But I'm just saying, a lot of people out here are with people they're not happy with. For whatever reason. They know they're not happy, and they're just hanging on for dear life like it's a damn drone flying in the sky, and they won't out, and they don't have the courage to get out, because a lot of times people get stuck fooling with people for financial reasons. Oh, he's helped paying the bills, or she's paying for this, and you've gotten comfortable. But I tell you, it's a trap, because you're sacrificing your happiness for whatever the hell you think you're getting from this person. And that's the worst trap, is to be like with a man. He'll pay your bills, but you sick of his ass. You want him out. You want Satan gone. What did I tell you? Get a plan. Get a plan. Get a plan. And then kindly tell sir, or as we would say, mister, this not working out. This not working out. And let me tell you, if they're abusive and you scared for your life, I mean, seriously, you really scared to tell this fool you want him out? Make up a lie. Tell him you got to go to Idaho to see about your Aunt Grace. And you can't take nobody with you. You got to go. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes, baby, when you fooling with a fool, you got to know how to lie, make up stuff. Oh, I got to go to New York. My son is going through something, or my daughter going through something, or my auntie going through something, and I'm the only one that can take care of their personal business. And baby, poof, be gone. Voila, magic, disappear. You don't want them to come around looking for you. You don't want them going knocking on people's doors and stuff, trying to locate you. Sometimes just put a little birdie in their ear, let them know, oh, I got to go fly the coop. I got to go take care of my Auntie Grace out west. Ain't nobody there but me. And so guess what? If you think he got stalker tendencies and all that, he thinking you out in Idaho. You ain't in Idaho. You ain't in Idaho. You might be in the same city, baby. You might be next door in the next county over. That's all I'm saying. You got to think sometimes. You got to plot to get freedom, to get peace of mind. And to some people, this may sound funny, but you got to know there's people who've done this every day. They had to plot to get out, to get to safety. Because you do have some wackos, some weirdos out here that will put you down because you want out of the relationship. And I don't want none of that business happening to none of y'all. None of y'all. I pray I don't get with no cuckoo bird. God, oh my goodness. Please, Jesus, don't. I pray I don't get with no cuckoo bird. Oh, please. I say that all the time. Just don't let them start talking crazy to me. Don't let them start cussing and fussing. But see, that's the thing about right now. I live on my own. So if I could meet a man right now and I start dating him and he start talking crazy or get flipped, it ain't no problem because he don't live with me. All I got to do is just ignore him. Now, he want to be a fool and a buffoon and start banging on doors, then he want to lay down. Did you understand what I said? He wants to lay down. But see, it's different when you married to somebody and that's your all. Maybe you live somewhere you don't know other people. You live somewhere you ain't got no family, then you're in a tricky situation. So that's why I said sometimes you have to plot to get out if you can. You have to plot. Okay. We got to do a Julia Roberts. We got to get on that bus in a wig, baby. Sleeping with the Enemy. That was a good movie. I don't care what nobody say. Dang. What in the world? Woo! That husband was crazy. You hear me? I tell you what got me. The day she was in the bathroom, he came in there and, Jimmy, that towel is everything as it should be in here. Oh! Nature. He wasn't with a black woman that didn't care enough about them towels being lined up. Not a black man coming to the bathroom talking about, is everything as it should be in here? Negro, if you don't get the hell out of this bathroom, get your ass where to go. Huh? I'm trying to get dressed. Bye. Get the hell out of here. Ooh, that movie, that's a creepy movie. Oh my God, Zenobia. That movie, and he was creepy. He was creepy. Let me tell y'all. Ain't nothing like when he realized she was gone. That's when they done went out and looked out on the water, and she done went and got to safety and everything. He comes back to the house. That's the creepy. When he walks back up in that bathroom and sees that wedding ring down in the toilet bowl. I said, damn, girl, you didn't flush the damn ring. Oh my goodness, baby. Oh, he going to work mad. He called everybody but the Pope trying to find private investigator to find his wife. Then went to the nursing home, found the mama that he didn't know nothing about. And then the mama slipped it up. I was sick when that mama says, nobody's supposed to know. No, she told me not to tell anybody. I was like, shut your mouth. And he was getting ready to suffocate that old lady till that nurse came in the room. I said, oh, Regina, what? The nightlight. Yeah, because he stepped it. Right, Nitra. He did. Damn, Nitra remember everything. He did. He stepped in the glass from the nightlight outside. And he pulled the glass out his foot. You right. I just remembered it. Yeah, he sure did. But when he saw that ring, that sealed the deal. Once he saw that wedding ring at the bottom of that toilet bowl, he knew then this heifer then faked her damn death. Oh my girl, that movie is good. Lord have mercy. Look, I might go try to find that movie tonight myself. Now, that's a good movie. That's a damn good movie. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And she tried, didn't she, to get away from him. Then got cozy with the little neighbor who was the drama teacher at the college. She was doing real good. And then they played that spooky music. And he set that radio down there on that floor that night. Ooh. Zenobia, you're right. You can't tell nobody you leaving. No, you can't. Because see, look, all jokes aside, he's going to go to whomever's closest to you. So if it's your mother, your sister, your children, he's going to ask somebody. And you all know I brought you, oh my gosh, USA. Yeah, he was very strange. When I brought you all the video back in the winter about the guy based on a true story that dated the white woman out in California. It was a USA documentary. Oh God, nice on the tip of my tongue. I can't even think. They did Betty Broderick part 2. Part 1 was with the guy who was pretending to be a doctor, but he didn't have nothing. He was a pillhead. And he met this woman on a date site. Dirty John. That's it. I want everybody in the chat. If you have not watched Dirty John, you need to watch it because it is the worst case scenario of meeting somebody online and you do not check all your P's and Q's dating them. I don't care what nobody say. That white woman had to have known John was a fraud because let me tell you, day one, the way they laid it out in the documentary, the TV series, Dirty John came to her house day one on the date in scrubs. Are you following me? Where was his car? I'll wait. You a wealthy designer living fat to death in California, and your date shows up to your house on foot in scrubs. You mean to tell me the doctor couldn't have gone home and took a shower and changed his clothes and picked you up? Oh, Regina, come on, baby. You got to watch Dirty John. And you got to watch Betty Broderick, too. That's part 2. That's the story of the woman who killed her husband in California. He had found a younger woman. She put him through school, college, all that kind of stuff, and moved to California from New York. He gets high up into the law firm. He starts cheating on her. He then marries the woman from the affair who also worked at the law firm. And then Betty Broderick decides to kill him 2 years or so after their divorce, which makes no damn sense. And even today, Betty Broderick is currently locked up in the California penitentiary. She has gone up for parole, but denied because of her stank-ass attitude and not showing remorse for killing him and his wife. She'd have been out by now. Well, you know, my thing is this. Betty could have been out of penitentiary, though. And even before that, Betty could have moved on because each documentary shows a different version of her life. Like Oxygen shows something that Dirty John didn't show. Oxygen showed that Betty Broderick had a man. And the man is the one who went to the house that night looking for Betty. So, yes, it's a true story. It's a true story. So, the Oxygen Network shows Betty Broderick had a man, left him at her house that night to go kill her ex-husband and his new wife. And he is the one who went to the said house to look for Betty. Don't you find that odd? And I think they was trying to insinuate that he might have had something to do with it. But I do believe Betty went in the house all by herself and killed him and his wife. Yeah, he dogged her out. Yeah, Mitra, I do believe that. I believe I'm going to tell you why I think her husband was full of you know what. First of all, it cost a lot of money to go to law school. It cost a lot of money to go to medical school. So you don't wake up one day, go to medical school, you start doing your, whatever they call it, the residence, woo, and then you decide to come home and tell your wife, sitting here with these 2 children, I think it was 2, 1 or 2, I don't want to be a doctor no more. I want to be a lawyer because he was lazy. Now, mind you, going to medical school was a lot of hard work and terminology you got to learn. Well, I didn't know about the mistress kept calling her names and stuff. You know, Betty was calling the house where the mistress was staying. See, that's why I said, I don't know what to believe. But I think it's been said the children said on their mama. The mama was calling the house and the mother was leaving nasty messages on the machine. She kept bobbing them. Oh, you watched the trial. Okay. So the thing is, the husband smooched his way up out of being a doctor, decided to tell his wife out the blue he no longer wanted to be a doctor, and then they moved to another place, upstate, whatever, so he could go to law school. So see, that let me know right there he was spoiled. This woman was a school teacher, and we know the school teachers don't make no money. She paying for everything, your rent, your food, your groceries, helping you through medical school, now law school, and having baby after baby on a teacher's salary, and you decided you don't want to be a doctor because you don't want to do the rounds because you're lazy, which made no sense because being a doctor is hard work, just learning the terminology for the coursework. So then he decides to apply to law school without telling her, and just comes in one day and say, "Oh, I'm going to law school up at whatever the university was, Yale, Harvard, whatever." So I said to myself, he's a bum, because you don't do that to somebody. And she's like, "How we just gonna up and move? We don't have the money to go, blah, 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 this and the other." That told me everything I need to know about him, that he was a grand manipulator as a young man, and he was a narcissist as a young man, and he duped that poor woman into following him to another city while he went to law school after he's sitting up here is damn near a doctor, where he could have been making decent money. But he let her know, well, a lawyer make more money than a doctor because they'll pay you more money for wrongful death suits and blah, blah, and all of those type of foolishness. Oh, Lifetime. I don't wonder if I've seen it or not. But that's the 411. I'm 3 hours in. I'm going to check out of here, you guys. I hate to leave you with my 15 in the room, 26 thumbs up, and my nice super chat. But this is just show you don't know people. And Dirty John is what I was talking about originally. It's a very horrific tale of date site hell, putting up with this man who's been lying to you. Dirty John was an addict. He did his sister wrong. He did his first wife wrong. Had a child with her. He was a misfit because he was an addict, was a pill popper. So there you have it. You hook up with some man you don't even know nothing about. You don't know nothing about his past. And then he comes to your house first date without a car or dress attire. And you still kept seeing him anyway in them stinking scrubs. Even went to a dinner party waiting on him to show up. And what the hell does he show up in? Scrubs. Because Dirty John didn't even have nowhere to stay. So you see where I'm going? The signs were there all along. And she continued to date that stinking man. She continued that. So she has to own responsibility. Because I don't want to tell you all what happened. I don't want to tell you all what happened, those who ain't watched it. But every day, and it's not to be mean to her, she has to own how stuff went down in the end, because she started that with him and she knew he wasn't right. There's just no way. The way Dirty John represented himself, there's no way you couldn't have seen the signs. This man was an addict. He had stuff going on. He didn't have no place. He didn't have no car, because that's the whole point. You start going out on dates. You come to my house every day. You ain't got no car. You wearing the same clothes every day. And I'm not going to question this, and I'm a professional woman. I'm not going to question that you don't have a car. You don't have no money for the dates. See, all the signs of that. Think about it. Same clothes, no car. We go out on a date. You ain't buying nothing. You're not treating me. So how you went from that to then setting up house with him? And I'm going to leave it at that for those who haven't seen it. Well, her children told her. Because, you know, my thing is, the people who observe the best about a story are the people who ain't in the story. And that's the outsider. The outsider can see what you don't see. But like I have told you all many times, because I'm a human being and I know better, we know when people are not right for us. It's on us to continue fooling with them when we have seen the signs that they are fraudulent. That's on us. And she chose that, because there's no way she could not have seen that Dirty John didn't have a pot to piss in. He came to the table broke. He came to the table broke. So for her to take up with him and build a life with him, she had to have known all of that. And she invited that damn trouble into her life and in around her children. And that's why I really had a problem with her, because she would not listen. She would not listen. And by the time she listened, Poo had already hit the fan. So I'm going to leave it at that. So the people who ain't seen it, I don't want to reveal anymore. But that's a sick tale. And another story I want y'all to check out that I can't not download the episodes is Love Fraud, running on Showtime. Please Check it out. The first 2 episodes are free on YouTube. So after you log out of my chat tonight and you still want to stay up tonight, go into YouTube and pull up Love Fraud. It is a documentary running on Showtime, and it is about a man who was duping women out west out their money. He was marrying them. He was married to several women out west, the Midwest, and he was stealing their money from their bank accounts. And this is a nasty bird. And I'm going to go on and say it since we've been talking about it tonight. He was an A1 straight up homosexual. I said it. I watched the live interview with him in the jail. That was a punk all day long. I said, that's a punk. That's a punk. That voice, the way he talked. I said, all y'all done got duped by this man. This man's a homosexual. Y'all ain't see that this man gay. Go watch the episode. Come back and tell me what you think. And tell me if you agree or disagree that that man is a strong homosexual who is currently incarcerated. Yes. Hell yeah, he gay. Hell yeah, he gay. And still got some fools that's talking on the documentary. He just wanted to be loved. All he ever wanted to do was be loved. Well, you go love him and let him steal all your money. Because that man ain't love nobody. He ain't showed no love. And see, he knew how to steal and get their money because it's not theft if he is married to you. You understand? It's not theft if he is your husband. And you willingly sign your name on bank statements to join and merge money and accounts. And that's how he got them. He was a sly devil. And he willingly married women knowing he was married to this one. And he married them women to steal all their money and their estates and whatever they own. He hacked into their bank accounts, emails, all of that. Just like that dirty bird out. There's another man they got a documentary about. He did the same thing. He get your passwords, move in with you, go through your computer, change all your settings to everything, get all your mail, take out loans in your name. And this white man here will take a loan out in your name and take the money and go bait the next woman off the money from your account. Now, you can't tell me that's a new hustle because I ain't never heard of nobody going to the bank, pretending to be you, going online, opening up a line of credit, get your money, honey, and then take that same money off your name and then go on the date site and pick up Susie and wine and dine her and fly her around United States on your money. Oh, he's clever too. He's clever too. You see, you got all kinds out here. That's why you got to be careful about moving people in your house. Let me say that before I check out of here. Don't let anybody come stay up in your house. They have access to your computer, your cell phone, your Gmail, your emails. Don't leave that stuff out for no stranger to go rambling through your stuff. Leaving all your mail out. That's another thing. Ladies have a bad habit. You leave all your mail out on your counter, your dinette table. Everybody know when your bill is due. Why are you doing that? See, what you're thinking is, you know everybody that's coming in your house. But no, ma'am, you do not. You do not know. Well, Regina, that's what I'm trying to say, is that you have to be careful about the company you keep. You have to be careful with the people you meet. You cannot assume that the people you are meeting out here to date are dating you because they want to be with you. They are trying to get into your bank account, learn your passwords, your Gmail account. And that's how they're going to get the 411 is they start rambling. And that's why they tell you, not to be using birth dates for certain stuff, but it's easy to use your birth dates for all kind of codes. It's just easy to do for your banking, for apps. But you got to remember, most people are going to put in the codes that they know that you use, which is your birth date, your mama's birth date, your son or daughter's birth date. Y'all see where I'm going? You got some evil folks out here, honey. They don't mean you no good. And you need to be careful about the men you take up with, especially if you marry them. Because once you are married, you're going to have a hard time trying to prove somebody stole your damn money. You're going to have to be very careful about that. And the state of California is a community property state. So whatever is his is yours, and whatever yours is his. And the state of North Carolina has strict rules about marriage. You have to be separated so many months before you can even file for a divorce. So that means two people have to legally be living in separate residences before they can file for divorce. And I believe that is a year. Yes, Candace, I'm still up. I'm about to break it down. Candace jumped back on like, hell, she's still talking. Yeah, the queen's still talking. She ain't got nothing to do. Now on a Thursday. I'm saying in stone. But I'm giving you all a little tips out here to help you, to show you there's people lying in wait to dupe you. That's why I talk about these stories, to keep you aware, to keep you in the know, because it's easy to fall in love with somebody. You're lonely. You want a man, a woman, because women swindle men as well. And that's all it takes is that one person. You think they care about you. You start breaking down your guard. You start telling all your business about what you owe, what you got, how much money you got in your account, how many checks you draw, where your money coming from. And before you know it, hey, Zenobia, thank you. And before you know it, you done told all your business to the wrong person. You have told all your business. That's why you can't be telling people when you get a lump sum of money, when it's coming in. Do you understand what I'm saying? I keep telling y'all we talk too much. I know. I'm a woman. We tell other women our business. We tell our family our business. You telling folks on the B train your business. And that's how people know how to get you. Because you don't know when to be quiet. Stop telling folks stuff. You hit the lottery. Ain't nobody need to know but you and the bank. And let me tell you about that. Have y'all ever noticed that when people hit the lottery, they can't be found for comment? Ask yourself why. Because they cannot afford to let their name get out to the public, and they're still living in the same damn TikTok house, and now they're worth $60, $70 million. And they have made no plans or provisions, and now everybody know where they live. So everybody you went to school with, work with, your neighbors, now know you're a multimillionaire, and now you got to try to go set up all your business, pay all your debts, go look for your new home, go look for your new car while still living in your TikTok house. I've seen it done about a year or two ago. Some folks out in California hit that damn lottery, and guess what? They give you so many weeks, days before they can release your name. When they released their name, nobody knew where to find them. Nobody knew how to find them because they was lining up their ducks in a row before they knew their name was going to be released. Because they knew as soon as the news got a hold of their government name, here come everybody begging, wanting some money. Your cousin Pookie, your stepsisters, brothers, your ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, everybody wants some money from you now. No, honey. You can't tell nobody you hit no damn lottery. Not in no millions. Because they gonna come begging. And people you owe money to, such as businesses, corporations, they can sue you for the money. Yeah, Pookie. You know, everybody got a Pookie. White folks got Pookies too. They just call him Jim Bob. Jim Bob is the same as Pookie, baby. Everybody know. But that's all. I want to thank you all for joining me. I have thoroughly enjoyed this 3 hour plus live. We just go over. You all have been good to a queen. I feel so good. I feel so blessed. I'm so glad that you all joined me. And Lord have mercy. The playback should be interesting. But you all stay safe out there. And I want you all to check out Love Fraud on, thank you, Nitra. I want you to check out Love Fraud on Showtime. It's got maybe 4 or 5 episodes. I want you to check out Dirty John, running on USA Network, and the Betty Broderick storyline. I don't know if you can catch them on Netflix. They might be running on Netflix. But check out Dirty John, Betty Broderick, Dirty John Part 2, and Love Fraud. Thank you, Regina. Love Fraud on Showtime. And if I come up with any new documentaries to bring your way, I will. The Queen is an avid Dateline fan, so I watch Dateline all the time because I love Dateline. That's my blow right there. I get down with the Dateline stories, baby. I surely do. But I think, thank you, Candace. I will. I think I'm going to start digging up some old stories from Dateline, Oxygen that have not been solved, and we're going to go and pretend that we are some sleuths, and we're going to get some justice for these people who have been murdered in America, and they have no clues, no suspects, because my thing is this. We can't just depend on Dateline and Oxygen to get the word out about these people. Sometimes us regular people on Facebook, YouTube, whatever, can put the word out about these people who have passed away so unkindly, and see if somebody can rock the boat and get the said information out here to get these people justice, because all life is valuable and nobody has the right to snuff out another human being unjustly. Amen. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below. Thanks for joining me. B, thanks a lot for everything. So glad we are in tune. Amen. Amen. Thank you all for joining me in the chat. God bless all of you. Thank you for the super chat. And I will be back with another commentary this week. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to find something to enlighten you guys. You've been so good to a queen. God bless all of you. Stay safe. Mask up. Maybe going into another shutdown. California is already in one. So prayers for the people in California. God bless all of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.